It's been a beautiful week. A lot of watching. A lot of discussions. It's a great time to be a gamer, especially if you're an Xbox gamer. We got Unreal Engine show to talk about, State of Play to talk about, Summer Game Fest to talk about. And you know what we're anticipating for. Everybody's anticipating for the grand finale, the main event. We'll be talking about the Xbox showcase as well. But tomorrow, I want to make sure that everybody knows I will be live with Crazy Lou on the XBI show.
Yes,
and
sir.
After that, we're going to come on DIRREC Gaming and have final discussions about the Xbox showcase with all the cast and crew members that are there that'll be available for tomorrow. We're going to do it big for you guys. So, Lou, here we are. We did it today. My man in the building. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Let's go.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to DIRREC Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Everybody around the world, you could have been anywhere or in the world, but you decided to come out here and kick it with us, man, as we grab these mics and get on this stage and perform just for y'all. If you love what we're about, please do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Never miss a beat on the ones and twos. Never miss any of these videos that we put out. To everybody that's been a part of this membership, salute to y'all. Thanks for all the support. To the Mighty Chat Pack community that's always in here running with us. Thanks for y'all's support as well. I got Bonty man in the building. I got my man J Mac in the building. Hey, do y'all like the new setup? Now I can just see y'all, man. Read out y'all's comments and put y'all's comments on the screen, man, because we ain't got nothing but love for y'all. Hey, there's one thing that I can say. Other than make sure you share this video, leave some comments below, right? There's one thing that I can say, that nobody can break a real Xbox spirit. Nobody can break a real Xbox spirit. So if you're a gamer and you're an Xbox fan and you've been with Xbox, especially as long as I have, you don't listen to trash, man. You already know what it is being an Xbox fan. And so listen, we're just going to buckle up. We're going to talk about these shows that we saw this week. We're going to have some great discussions. Nah, man, listen, much respects, Bonty. Straight up. Bomba Clate, my man, in the building. We got nothing but love for you, man. J-Man, shout out to them gray beards out there. I got those old head, them gray beards, those gamers out here representing with J-Mac in the building. Let me see.
Shout out to everybody on the podcast, chit chat. Get ready. Tomorrow is our showcase.
Oh,
I'm so excited right now, man. I'm so excited right now, guys.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Yes, we are. My hype is if they have Master Chief, Halo, Unreal Engine 5, amazing. If not, whatever else you introduce, by all means, I'm happy. My Game Pass, my 2 terabyte extra storage with the 1 terabyte is ready. Bring it, ladies and gentlemen. Bring
my
it.
Man talking, boy. My man he's talking. What's up, Rachie? What's up, man? We in the building. So what's good? What's good?
I got bigger butterflies in my stomach than I ever had meeting my girlfriend the first time, man. That's how hyped I am for the show tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up, Crazy Lou? What's up, Resident?
Oh man, fam, we're just happy to be here, just chilling. You know, I'm just hearing you guys talk, relax a little bit. I already did a 3-hour show earlier, so yeah, I'm just chilling. You know, playing some GoldenEye. I'm not playing Peppa Pig. Hell no, but I'm playing some GoldenEye while I just chill.
My
hype's been building up, famo, ever since watching I did watch Summer Game Fest. I didn't watch the Unreal show, but the tech demo for Witcher looks amazing, and I can't wait to play the next Witcher. But no, the showcase is is big for me, and I know it's going to be another banger. So I'm ready.
We're ready.
Yo, this is the eve of the greatest showcase that's about to pop off into this whole universe, man. Everybody's waiting on the Xbox showcase, man. Why is that? Why is it that we had all these showcases this week? Nobody really cares.
We are the biggest gaming distributors around the whole world, and we own every single most important IPs belonging to any consoles that have graced the planet Earth. I don't know how to say it, but this is just how it does it. How
Yo, listen.
versus how it's going right now.
Yo, listen. You got to be one of these gamers out here, right? That still don't get it. If you're one of these gamers out here that still don't get it, it's going to be a long generation for you. A very long generation for you.
It's been long for them because they got shit to play. So what are you talking about?
So nobody saw the Unreal Engine show, man?
No, not really. I didn't see it. Just caught a glimpse of the what's it called? The tech demo. That is not the actual Witcher 4 tech demo, but they added Witcher 4 features into it, which is pretty amazing, though. It was beautiful. Other than that, I didn't see it. I didn't sit down and watch it. Did you watch it, family?
I watched it. I liked it better than I did Summerfest. Shout out to everybody in the building. I see you. Shout out Jago6, man. What's good, famo? Reggie says, I'm hyped for the Xbox showcase. The show will be called Silent F Hill because he won't have to speak to show us the flood of games coming to Game Pass. Exactly, man. Exactly. These games that Xbox is going to be bringing, man, is going to be incredible. Unreal Engine, man. I like what they showcased. I like the enthusiasm of what the future gaming has in store for the future of gaming. I mean, we were even notified of Unreal Engine 6. So the Unreal Engine 6 is like 2 years from now, man. It's crazy. It's right at the right time for the next generational console of Xbox. Yo, why so serious? Damn, Lou busy today.
I'm busy.
This crazy Lou gaming. What's up, my dude?
What's up? Why so serious? How are you? Yeah, busy day for Lou. They can't have enough of Lou, right? Why so serious?
Why so serious? So what's up, New Legal and Lou? What's going on, man?
We good, man. We good. I'm just playing 007. That's what I'm doing.
He's chilling, man. He's playing video.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing else to do.
You know, one thing that surprises, well, it doesn't surprise me, but one thing that always cracks me up is all these guys out here that be running their mouth about video games and you never see them putting in work on these Xbox games, man. What is up with that resident gamer, man? Why does everybody got Xbox in their mouth and ain't playing these Xbox games, man? Explain
you know,
it
they
to me,
love
bro.
to talk, bro. They love to talk, but not actually play.
Okay, good answer, man. Good quick answer, man. I guess you was prepared for that one. Look, y'all thoughts on State of Play, man. I already put my thoughts on State of Play. Anybody else want to throw some jabs at State of Play?
State of Play? What are you talking about? That was a solid show. I loved it.
Good. What you love about it?
More like the State of Gay.
10 out of 10. It was perfect.
Okay.
All third-party games.
What was the best thing? What was the best thing about the show that you like?
All the third-party games, fam. All the third-party games. I love it. No first party. I don't care anymore about first party. It's third party now. We're gonna start a trend. We own all third party over there on PlayStation now. If it's there, it's not going anywhere else. Yeah.
What you like about it, Resident? What was your favorite parts about it, man? Or did you like the show?
No, nothing really other than all the games that appealed to me are going to be on Xbox. So really, there wasn't anything, to be honest with you.
There wasn't anything, man?
Pragmata, that was the one game that really that I wanted to play out of all of them. Yeah, like one. I think there was one other one. I just can't think of it right now. But Pragmata was definitely my top choice from the show. What about you, Spartan?
Yeah, Spartan. What about you, man?
I would definitely go. I would echo you. I'd go Pragmata and the 007 coming out.
Yeah, that's right. 007. That's right. First Light.
That flash smile to my face.
007.
Everything else is just like a fill me and gap me in for Sony until, damn Lord, Wolverine. Everybody's expectations were shattered that day. Yeah, just
No, we're not going to see Wolverine till 27 probably.
Bro, until the next generation console come out, that game has been shattered. They have to go back square zero and rebuild it until the next PlayStation. GTA 6 will come before it, man. That's how bad it is right now for Sony. They shut down studios. They people left them for a Ferrari. Definitely ain't got nothing else. No live service games. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Just get Game Pass. Don't even worry about the Xbox console. Just get the Game Pass, go on your PCs and enjoy that shit. Nothing else for PlayStation unless it's a hack and sack and one and done game.
Spartan told him to get on their PCs that don't exist. That was funny.
What PCs that don't exist?
iPads. They got
Spartan told him to get on their PCs. That was funny.
They're Amazon PCs that they got through the pandemic, right? So they got that. That's what I was meaning.
I got a question, man. Why doesn't PC gamers? Why don't you hear PC gamers complaining about video games? J-Man, holler at me. Why do we not see PC gamers complaining about video games, man? Why is that? Rez, Lou, you got a PC. Why don't you ever hear about the PC guys complaining about video games, fam?
Why don't we hear them? Because they have 200,000 games on it. That's why. They complain they got everything. But the ones who are struggling out here. Because they think, because it's kind of funny. They think because PlayStation got games, they think that we need to hop on a PlayStation and play games. But man, PC got more games than PlayStation, Xbox, and everything combined. This has got everything. So why? They don't got time to complain. They don't.
Man, y'all see me put up that. What up, Spotty King? Y'all see me put up that fake Switch 2 picture I put up like I got the Switch 2? Y'all see that?
Oh, nice.
I gotta stop, man. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Too many people got emotional off of that, man.
Really?
Yeah, too many people got emotional.
Oh, no.
Damn, man. I gotta have some fun, man. Don't ask me if I got that. Don't ask me if it's a true story. Don't ask me. Don't insult me like that, man. Y'all know I don't do that popularity stuff, man. I call a spade, man. So what's up, man? Y'all acting like that. Look, we need to end the show. Do we need to end the show and just get with the Xbox showcase tomorrow, man?
I'm good.
I love it, man. Hey, look, nobody wants to talk, man. Everybody is anticipating the Xbox showcase. Exactly why we went live today. The atmosphere that I'm feeling from y'all is flawless victory, man. Look,
they're relaxed. We're not.
There ain't really nothing to talk about, bro. I looked at State of Play, they ain't show nothing, bro. I looked at Summerfest, they show repeats.
Yeah, there was a ton of repeats. Yeah, I saw Summerfest too. I was watching. We were going through the list today, fam.
Resident Evil 9 was the highest point of the show. For me.
But what was so important about Resident Evil 9? Just the trailer? Like two people talking, but we want to see gameplay. We want to see zombies. We want to see stuff like that.
Yeah, there wasn't really. There wasn't really any gameplay. But I've been anticipating. Like me, I'm a big Resident Evil fan. So this is my most highly anticipated game. So I wanted to see. I wanted to see a little bit of it. So
no, Talos Reed says something. He's right. Even the PlayStation fans can't wait to watch the Xbox show. They can't.
They can't.
They do. Yep.
No,
the other game that I'm looking forward to.
Somebody mentioned Summerfest with the Atomic Heart. You know what hurts me, man? There's a lot of Xbox fans that didn't play that game. They ain't beat that game. Atomic Heart is a classic to me, man. I can't wait to get the second one. I'm buying the second one. This is Game Pass. Like the first one, I'm buying the second one. Yo, what's up, Big B Money? You already know. We in the building.
Big B Money.
You already know, man. We in the building. I can't wait, man. There's a lot of people just talk too much on Twitter X, man. There's no works. We're about the works, man. You know, I don't understand these people that are down and out about Microsoft and they don't even play these games. There's nothing to be down and out about, man. Nothing to be down and out about, man. Play video games. If a console's not supplying you the video game of choice, buy the other console. It's always been like that. You like Sonic? You know what to buy. You knew what to buy back then if you like Sonic. If you like Mario, you knew what to buy. This stuff isn't hard. This stuff isn't hard to figure out, man. Buy what you buy. I was told, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't a real gamer because I didn't have everything. All right. So you guys made the narratives up. Stick to it. I'm good. I ain't got to go nowhere. I'm on Xbox, like I said. I'm sitting over here on Xbox. I'm riding till the whole wheels fall off. How about that? Let's just see. Since I'm an Xbox vet, right? And I've been hearing for over 20 years that Xbox is dead. So let's hear it die. Let's see if it's going to ever die. Let's see. You think Xbox Cloud is going to die? You think Xbox on LG is going to die? You think Xbox with AI is just a joke? You think they spending money on AI? Like, oh, you know, it's just a joke. We're just doing it. Oh, we're making a new console next generation just because we're not going to make any more consoles anymore.
Yep, people think it's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. They keep saying it's dead.
Nobody cares, J-Mac. Nobody cares about a generic Marvel fighting game that's versus Marvel remake. Nobody's gonna play the game. They didn't even play the last ones, bro. I'm always show me where I'm wrong at, Legendary Yobi. Legendary Yobi's been watching me forever. Legendary Yobi, show me where I've been wrong at. Did I not say what was going to happen to VR? I said it. Why everybody was scared to say I said it. What do you think? Yo, listen. I've been out here gaming for a very long time.
Oh.
Right? I've seen it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, there's some things that are just common sense. What's up, Drawn TJ in the building? What's up, Femo? Gen X in the building. Yo, we here. Appreciate that, Drawn TJ. Oh, by the way, Drawn TJ, you saying that? Let me pause for a minute. I want to say thanks to everybody who's been doing a lot of sharing with the shows, man. We're very grateful here. The sharing has increased. I've checked the numbers, and I'm astonished at the support that Di-RRec Gaming is getting. I don't think people understand the beauty of Di-RRec Gaming. The beauty of Di-RRec Gaming is it's groundwork. It's the normal gamers channel. This has nothing. This is no coattail. This is not a partner. You know what Di-RRec Gaming is partnered with? The common gamer. Look. Hold on. Legendary Yobi says, you have not been wrong, sir. When it comes to VR, I said this. When it gets to Ready Player One levels, then we can holler. Then you can holler at me. Until then, I'll leave it alone. No, facts. No, that's right, Yobi. But look, Yobi, I told him. Big Bank takes Little Bank. I told him. VR is like, and the thing about VR is this. It's not. Okay, VR is not trash or garbage. We're not saying it. Yo, wait a minute. Who's it? Silver Fox, I like that, man. Yo, Silver Fox, I like that. See, that's taking me back. Y'all don't know about the Silver Fox for real, then y'all can't talk to me. But my man Silver Fox said, and I haven't seen Silver Fox in these streets, so thanks for making a turn on the corner, man. Hit yourself off the block. Get yourself off the block, man. Step on the porch, man. Kick your feet up, grab some popcorn. He says, Pony says Xbox is dead in the days it came back. Exactly, bro. I don't listen to, look, Silver Fox, I don't listen to people who don't put work in these Xbox streets, who don't have gold emerald marks on the bottom of their feet, man. I don't listen to that.
God
Look,
damn, I gotta check my feet now.
look. I told him, Big Bang takes Little Bang. VR has always been a theme park situation. And what I mean by theme park situation is that you get it to play and have little sporadic fun with it, or you pass it over to somebody to say, hey, come check this thing out. Come check this out. And you get on it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and that's it. It's over. It's done with. Most of the time, you put it away, and you're just waiting for the next person to come in that has never experienced VR, and you get a kick out of watching them. That's the experience. This is exactly why VR has never taken off like it has. And I'm talking about individually. I'm not talking about VR as a collective. I'm talking about VR as an individual. Now, you also have cloud gaming, right? But the difference between cloud gaming is this. People who don't have resources to electricity, let's say they don't have plugins, or they're in an area where the consoles don't function, the regional locked out for some strange reason, right? In a regional area, right, where a lot of the times they don't have consoles at their stores to even be bought. Drawn TJ says legal. You look different, famo. Did you lose weight? You look good, yo, famo. I'm eating spinach. I'm eating my greens for the Xbox self taste, man.
I got them to eat late. I got them to eat lately. That's what I'm doing. I got them to eat lately. That's what I did. I said, you gotta get on a diet. You know.
Hey, check this out, man. I appreciate that, John TJ. Hey, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just working every day, fam. Just working every day. I've been doing some curls though with my 25 steel dumbbells. They're around here somewhere. I've been working on doing little light workouts, man. Nothing heavy. J-Mac says VR is not the problem. Exactly. The problem with VR is 60% of the people who try to get sick, hence its popularity growth being stunted. You know what? If you had a fact check on that, I would even believe that anyway. But if you had a fact check on that, J-Mac, because a lot of people hear that stuff and they don't believe that stuff, but you're right. I mean, that actually has something to come into play with it. But I don't get up on here to misconstrue anybody. I don't get up on here throwing jabs to be silly and going on. We really take gaming talk seriously. We take it like look, man, we've been doing it. We're high passionate gamers. High passionate game. Lots of energy, man. Look, man, when did I not have energy, man? When have I not had energy, John TJ? Look, I told these people nothing but the truth, man. People still, you can't come to real Xbox fans bringing up VHS mindset talk. It don't work here. Gotta know what PlayStation fans like. We already know what they like. You gotta know what Nintendo fans like. We already know what they like. But if you don't understand what Xbox gamers like, that's not our problem. Stay clear. Stay in your lane. Stay in your delusional mindset. But I've told everybody, Xbox is the ghost in the shell. Pixel. I told everybody this. The ghost in the shell. What is Microsoft? It's a software company / data center company. Look, the fact that they get to make the greatest controllers in the world, the fact that they make a console, the fact that they make headsets with Dolby Atmos, Dolby, all this great Dolby sound, and we're playing in Dolby Vision. Look, you let people. Why are y'all letting people talk to y'all like the Xbox experience is something to look down upon? I'm gaming on my 65-inch LG C2 and Dolby Vision, Dolomite. I play my games in Dolby Vision. Xbox has Dolby Vision games. What are we talking about? I don't care. Look, I got people out here tripping on me about Black Myth Wukong. Because for them, it's about what Dev said about Xbox and their reasons of doing what they're doing. I don't care. Look, there's some things they can't discuss. Look, people lie every day. People lie all the time. So what? Look, if Xbox, look, Mr. Kima, did I lie? Yo, Sanchez Gaming, did I lie? I'm talking to my chat pad, Dolomite, did I lie?
Hell no.
First one to put Xbox on notice with Black Wukong and displayed that shit on GeForce Now and told all my Xbox comrades, bro, you can play the game on your Xbox. But I was shocked, right, Silver Fox? I was shocked to know there was a lot. I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, a lot of people are Mr. Me Too's. Dolomite, I think a lot of these clowns are Mr. Me Too's, man.
Mr. Me Too's? What's a Mr. Me Too?
Lou.
No one for me.
Lou, you got a camera that moves? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Lou.
What?
You got a 4 terabyte. You got a 4 terabyte Seagate SSD card? Me too.
Oh, I see now.
That's a me too. A me too is anything that you doing or anything you got, they got.
Oh.
But guess what? I noticed how many people thought I was lying. They thought I was lying. I had to show them. Bro, if I'm lying, look at the menu screen. Bro, look at the control schemes. There ain't no controller out there with no YXBA and yellow, blue, red, and green. What are we doing out here? I put all of that out. I showed everybody. Look, we Xbox. You want me to look back? Look, they want me to feel sad about my Xbox. Yo, listen, people. Listen to this. I got GeForce Now at my disposal.
Yep.
I can go on my browser and buy Steam games, transfer them over to GeForce Now and play any Steam game out there. I got Epic Store. I got Premium Ubisoft Store. And I got Game Pass Ultimate. Yobi, what are we talking about out here, famo? J-Mac, who do they think they talking to? Bro, I'm an Xbox Super Saiyan, God tier level. If anything, I'm gonna find out some shit. You got an Xbox, that means you have a web browser. Bro, you got an Xbox? Let me tell you something about an Xbox. No, you can't play all the games. No, right. Let's be for real. Drawn TJ brought up a good fact. I don't want anybody to think that you can play all the Steam games that you can't. But Drawn TJ, I'm talking as if I'm talking to gamers that know that. But let's just put it out there for those that don't know that. GeForce Now is only going to have enough on its platform. Okay, so any alternative platform will never have what the real platform has for itself. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. So that's just like thinking that PlayStation PC gaming on Steam has every PlayStation game to it. No, if you want every PlayStation game, you got to buy you a damn PlayStation. You got to buy your PlayStation 5 and buy you a PlayStation 3, and you pretty much covered it because the PlayStation 3 was the last console that had full back compatibility. So if you got a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 5, you got your whole collection at your disposal. As long as you can get those video games. But with Xbox, I mean, you can do that too with the 360 and your Xbox Series S or X. If you got those two, you got it. But Xbox is working on building a cloud infrastructure for every game that ever been made on Xbox. You won't even have to have multiple Xboxes. Now let me go back down there. I saw somebody. Oh, this is Drawn TJ. So let me. Okay, John TJ says, and thank you, man. Thank you, John TJ. John TJ in the super chats. Okay, I see him. I see him. He says, hold on, John. I'm trying to get you. He says, I've tried playing some Command and Conquer. What is that? Games
I got it.
G-Force, but it wouldn't. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It only does one. Okay, cool. Right. It will not let you. It will not let you do every game. That's true.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is 100% true. I mean, GeForce now does not have the whole library. Same thing with Boosteroid. But the thing is, the thing is, though, fam, is that we're happy that we have options. You know, if we want to play something, hey, it's not on Xbox. Hey, all we got to do is check it out. Oh, is it Boosteroid? Is it on GeForce now? Here we go. Let me buy it on Steam. Boom, 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 and just get it on the go and play the game, man.
Right. Don't know. Like I said, GeForce now is for gamers that have a few of the games that they bought and they like to play frequently. That's right.
Yep.
Silver Fox says Sony copycats, ponies copy. E-Ranks. E-Ranks in the building.
What's up?
Or you can't. What do you say? I'm trying to. Or you can wait. Hold on, let me just do this. People typing. I got you, E-Ranks. Don't worry. It's people fire the super chat going bonkers today. I can't even keep up. Or you can wait until PlayStation sells your old library back to you for $50-$70. That's some funny shit.
Of course, that's what you gotta do. Buy the old library again and again and again 100 times, man. I mean, what do you, man, family? You gotta listen, family. You gotta be with the clique, man. You gotta be, with the crew. Man. You gotta be modern. You gotta buy these games again and again for $70. If you don't buy, you ain't part of the crew. You out.
Yeah. What are we doing, man? Like, look.
Yeah.
I'm saying stuff that a lot of these guys got Xbox don't even know what they can do with it. It goes back to my man the realest one. He says, listen, man, a lot of y'all don't even know why y'all even got an Xbox, man. And it's facts. It shows every single day.
I know
it shows. I know why I got mine too. I've never let anything look. I could have literally, y'all, I could have literally beat Black Myth Wukong. I could have beat it on GeForce Now off my Xbox. But I said, you know what? J-Rich, I wanted to just prove my point. I made about 4 videos on it. The game is beautiful. Listen, man, I can't wait for the Xbox community to get their hands on it. I can't wait for this game to be fully optimized on the Xbox. I know they're about to bring it. And I hope they got a collector's edition, because if they got that, I'm getting it. I mean, the Monkey King is something that goes all the way back with me when I was a kid with Alex Kidd in Wonderland. That's a Monkey King right there. That's a little monkey character. Alex Kidd is a Monkey King character. You know what I'm saying? You to understand that Monkey King is no joke, man. They actually made a movie about the Monkey King. He's no joke. Hey, Rich says, "What's up, guys? Wonder what we will see at the showcase, and will there be a shadow drop?" Of course.
Oh, that's a good movie, Talos.
Look, I love. Okay, for one, is anybody signed up for their Hitman to do the 007 stint over there? Because I am.
I gotta get into that.
That's got me hyped. I think I'm about to start. Okay, look, Resident Gamer, he's quiet right now, but Resident Gamer, he's got me playing Metaphor. I already finished the first part. I'm probably gonna get back on my Twitch. Y'all follow me on my Twitch,
game,
man.
family. You got to be buckled in for that one.
Right, that's a slow. Look, I'm gonna be.
It's an Atlas game. All Atlas games are like 80 to 100 hours, famo.
Facts, we gonna get it done. Look, I think I'm gonna do Metaphor, and I'm gonna do this 007 Hitman. But it's too many games. Mind's Eye is a. I'll have that at my disposal. Me and Game Serial's got a bet. I'll let y'all know right now. The bet is if E-Day gets announced for 2025, I lose. If E-Day gets announced for 2026, I win. And if I win, he's getting me that Mind's Eye. So that's the deal. So I'm hyped. E-Day better not They better not say E-Day dropping this year, man.
Hey, man, what would you do if that shit drops?
If it drops, I'm hyped up. I got Game Zero's. I don't know what game he wants. I don't know. I guess I think Game Zero Pokemon game.
Yeah, get him a Pokemon game. Yeah, it's something simple. You don't got that Pokemon stuff. Get him a at least buy him 2 Pokemon shirts, Pikachu.
He'll be
get him some Pikachu.
He'll be happy as hell.
He'll be happy as hell. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
Tennis shoes, yeah. He'll be happy Pikachu, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I did what I did, Yobi. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Look, I told people I was honest about a Valve. I said, look, I'm kind of tired. I wanted to do a Valve, but I was kind of tired. I was like, yo, a lot of y'all didn't do Stalker 2. Me and Lou saw that.
Yeah.
So me and Lou challenged each other. I was ahead of Lou. I said, Lou, come on. I'm playing it. I'm going to play it. So I started. Lou was like, Legal, man, you seem to be having fun. You know what, Legal, I'm going to join you. I was like, come on. Thanks, man. Let's go. I said, Lou, it's not easy. It's not a walk in the park, but just focus on being light. That's all I want to tell him, because I said, I learned that the hard way, Lou. I didn't know. I didn't understand. I never played Stalker. So I was loading up my bag, man. And I thought, because you remember they were having those updates. So I look like an idiot. Here I am on Twitter X hitting them up because they said, hey, come to Twitter and let us know if you're having issues, right? Lou, when I told Lou about this, he was cracking up. I said, Lou, I went in there and I said, I told him, I filled my backpack up and I can't move. Lou said, what? I said, yeah, I was telling him. I said, I guess they're going to update it because when you fill up the bag, you can't move. Lou started cracking up. He says, nah, man, you can't move because that's the way it's supposed to be. You fill yourself up. I was like, what? So he's like, yeah.
It's like Skyrim or Fallout.
You're in Oblivion if you fill up. And a Fallout, kids you fill up, you can't move.
I couldn't move. So I had found this like underground, what you call like a cellar for storms. And I went down in there and I started dropping all my stuff.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about Stalker 2, right off the bat, is the machine learning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like this. This is what I'm talking about. You guys trying to tell me about some stupid ass old shit, and I'm up here trying to represent some new age shit. Look, that's Stalker 2. I don't care if you drop your pistol in the woods. You go on the map, you stand over it, you hit the marker. You can go all the way across that board. Sun up, sundown, storms, the emission, all that stuff. You go back to that spot, guess what's going to be there?
The gun.
That gun.
Yep. Kind of like Starfield.
The storage.
I think Starfield had that too. If you leave like a weapon down and you come back, it's right there.
That's what I'm saying. I had found the storage, y'all, like an underground basement, and I was putting all my stuff there. I found some beautiful armory. I didn't realize I found one of the top diamond suits. I was just going around. But I'm telling y'all, the game is beautiful. I can't wait for the next update. I can't wait to go back out there and do some more exploration. So that was kind of like my Death Stranding game. You know what I'm saying? I know Lou beat Death Stranding, but that was kind of like my experience. I got to get on it. I'll do that one day. There's still games that I got to go out and beat that I know I don't want to do it. I got games on my bucket list that I have to complete this generation. That Cyberpunk. I got to finish up Cyberpunk. I got to.
I'm not finish Cyberpunk? Oh, I'm ahead of you, fam. I finished that game. Woo.
I got to beat my Hitmans. I beat 1 and 2. I got to beat 3.
Shit.
That's why I got to go. This 007 sparked me to get back into the Hitman. I got to do that. I want to do Metaphor. So yeah, Rez, I mean, speak up. Look, another thing Rez got me partnered up with. Rez got me on that Expedition 33. We're gonna be showcasing that. Stay tuned. I'm gonna definitely be putting that up on my Twitch, sending that up on the Twitter X too. We're gonna definitely be doing that. Spark 117, man. What's one of the games that you can't wait to get your hands on when it comes out?
Gears of War E-Day, to be honest.
Oh, so you're waiting? Oh shit, he's gonna. So you don't. So if they announce this game for next year, there's not another game this year that you're eager to play.
There's plethora of games I'd love to play this year.
Okay, name me one.
Hopefully, Halo remake, man. Some type of new Halo, man.
That boy is Halo. Hey, yo, hold on real quick.
I love
Say, Rich.
007. Any game that come out, man.
What about the Gears of War Reloaded?
That one as well too. That's another one on the wait list. Honestly, I'm both a Halo junkie and Gears of War, man. Those two games are just
Nah, don't let Spark 111 say that so lightly. He's a severe Halo junkie for real. So, listen, this guy knows his stuff. He's a Halo historian. He knows his characters. He don't, dude. That dude taught me a lot. Dude, I thought I knew my Halo. Nah, this dude, he on another level. He's like a Halo librarian, bro. You made me get the book. When I first met him, he made me get the book, man, the encyclopedia. It's dope. J-Rich says, I'm finishing up Dying Light 2, getting ready for Dying Light 2 The Beast. Yo, finish Dying Light 2, man. I had so much fun playing that game at the realest one, man. For 10 hours, we beat that game.
In 10 hours?
It took me two. Bro, look, it would have took me longer than that if I didn't tell Realist to just start doing the main missions, bro. I mean, let me tell you something, bro. That guy, Dying Light, and that guy, oh my gosh, bro. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever play that game with the Realist, don't just, you're in for a long haul, bro. Yo, Ragey, budget PC gamers wait 10 years to buy a game and $5 and play it in 4K on their future budget. But facts, bro. You know what? There's another myth about PC gamers. Oh, the game's going to PC. So what? PC gamers ain't buying video games like that. Look, they ain't buying video games like that. I mean, you don't even hear nobody talk about these PC games. It's these console games going to PC that you hear people talking about, man. Get out of here, man. They ain't got no brag in the bag no more, bro. Nobody care about them dudes over there. Yo, Talos Reese says if Xbox kept Gears, Forza Horizon, Xbox was smashing on these ponies' heads. Look, let me tell y'all something. This rumor, right, that's floating around about Sunset Overdrive becoming remastered and possibly being on all formats.
What? They're starting to say that too? God,
yeah.
Man, I'm out of my rumors lately.
This game, this game came out 2013. All right. And we thought exclusive sales consoles, right? Because I'm starting to believe, the only ones that are still talking about exclusives are the ones that got donkey blood in their veins still. See, if you're a centaur, you can't help but to be who you are. Xbox fans don't talk exclusive talk because that's not what we've been about. We were just having exclusives by default because all we ever had was 5 studios. By default, Microsoft had to go out there and make partnership deals for games to be exclusive. It wasn't as if Microsoft was just putting their games out here to be exclusive. Halo was just a console exclusive. It wasn't an exclusive. It was on Apple and it was on PC. That was from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Ninja Gaiden, same thing for a while. Then it went to PlayStation. I mean, this theory that Microsoft has to play the same baseball game, the same tired baseball game that PlayStation, bro, y'all ain't doing it but showing y'all's goatees, man, out here. Y'all centaurs ain't doing it but, bro, listen, let me give you facts. If PlayStation's theory about how to make money out here was so factual, then why in the FTC they said PlayStation made the least profit in games? They're third place in profit. On top of that, where's the PlayStation games at right now? They just made a game that flopped so hard that it made Guinness Book of World Records. They don't have studios pumping out games, right? You wanted them to sit up there and act like they was something that they wasn't, and they ended up getting burned. At the same time, you can't get games from Xbox to sell over 2 million. And this is right out the gate. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, people, for real? Like, what are we doing? You can't make play. The problem is a lot of y'all are still trying to make PlayStation look good. It ain't looking good. Let's just keep it real. It's not looking good.
10 out of 10
There's some of y'all that hate the fact of what the Switch 2 is doing. And the end result is the fact that y'all just can't, deep down in your soul somewhere, in a little bitty spot reserved for resentment for Xbox. Because you know Xbox is going to come up and take the gaming market. Deep down, you don't want that. So you do stupid shit. Well, I'm going to go out there and buy this Switch 2 even though it ain't got no video games on it. Y'all wouldn't do that shit if it was Xbox. Look, this is how you know. This is how you know who's who, while serious. If Microsoft came out with an Xbox and it had no games, you know what the world's going to do? Lou, the world ain't going to buy it. And all these articles are going to come out bashing Xbox for not having no games. And these dumbass donkeys are going to come out persecuting. And I told y'all, Xbox is trash. The whole world will be like, yeah, man, we ain't buying that. Who cares about an Xbox? But let Nintendo drop a game console with no games. Oh, I'm going out there buying me a Switch. PlayStation, I'm going to get a PlayStation 5 Pro. For what? Like, the question is, for what?
Oh,
you gotta show me something. I don't take people serious doing that dumb shit. I don't take people serious doing that. I know what that is. You think I ain't never went out and spent my money on some gimmick shit? I did that with the last Switch. I had that. Nobody can tell me that. Yo, nobody can tell. I went and bought the first Switch and it had no games on it. Why so serious? I went out there, it had no games. But you know what? I was holding up. Look, I got a Switch. Like I was actually doing, bro, you're not doing anything. And then you wonder why now the Switch, Nintendo, I wouldn't even say that. But now it's about Nintendo.
Gotta be part of the clique, man. I'm telling you, gotta be part of the clique, man. You gotta get yourself those people that you know, if you're not part of it, you're done. You know, you gotta get it. You ain't cool if you don't got Nintendo. Yeah.
Right.
I already got mine right here. Look, I got my Nintendo right here. Nintendo Switch 1, yeah, but that's it. Do I use it? No. I mean, what does that do? I get to post a picture. I got Switch 2. Okay, you're cool now. All right.
Yeah, you cool. You cool now.
Yeah.
You're cool now, Lou.
Yeah, we cool now. Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got it now. Okay, you cool, bro. Bro, this ain't high school shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I told everybody, if the Switch sold 3 million, okay, good job. I said, hey, but do you know if it only sold 3 million, that told you that everybody that bought it ain't a diehard Nintendo fan. And that also tells you that the diehards didn't come out and buy it. Y'all are telling me right now that Nintendo only put out 3 million of these damn things? Hell no. Nah. They put about 7 million or 8 million out there, and only 3 million has been sold. Oh, it's the fastest seller of the PlayStation 4. Bro, listen. The PlayStation 4 sold about, what, 3-something million? And then by the end of the year, it had 4 million. It slowed down. Like, then it picked back up. But look, what's the drive for the Switch 2? You got articles out here, Why So Serious, talking about Switch 1 games, how they run on the Switch 2. That's what we doing out here? Yep, that's what we're doing, famo. That's what we're doing out here. Now, let this be 4K. We talk about 4K, man. That's the dream come true. Mario 4K, man. That's beauty. I'll let you speak on it. Look, if that was Xbox, if Xbox made a console, because we know we got Di-RRec, right? We got the history books that tells us if it was Xbox, what the outcome was going to be. We're not speaking just from a place of empty darkness, avoid abysses areas. We're speaking from things that we know we got paper trails to. If Xbox came up with a console, right? And all we had was to compare old video games. It runs better. Like, I don't know why people think a new console wouldn't run old games better than the older console.
Yeah.
Rez, what are we doing out here? Rez, you too. Now, Rez, get this mic, man. You the Nintendo guy. You tell me why people think the Switch 2 wouldn't run the Switch 1 games better. Talk to me, famo.
I honestly, I didn't hear that. Where'd you hearing that?
Wait a minute, you ain't hear it? All in these
No.
articles, bro. They're all in these articles. Now they're talking about how the breath of the wild. Oh, this is how the game should have been ran. I'm like, it's the.
That's what it is. It's good now, right, famo? Runs
Right,
4K, with everything. The horse even looks better.
I think what they were is the developers were over ambitious. Like they tried to do too much, knowing the limitations of the hardware.
Come on, Rez, give us some more. We need
They
more.
had to do a lot. They had to make a lot of sacrifices. I mean, if you notice in the Zelda games, in the Pokemon games, like there's less Pokemon, right? There's less enemies, right? And they're more spread out, right? The worlds are more empty and black because and the resolution is not as good, right? And the textures, like everything, has been dumbed down a lot because of the limitations, right? And I think people were trying to say that what they're experiencing now on the Switch 2 with these games is what it should have been initially because of the hardware, right? I think that's what they're trying to say. But I think what Nintendo's really fubbed on is like they kind of hinted, or the way that their messaging was, they made it seem like all of the Switch 1 games were going to be backwards compatible. And that doesn't seem to be the case. It only seems to be a certain selection of games that are compatible, and some of them still have different types of issues in terms of either features or certain parts of the game that just won't work with the Switch 2. So there's definitely not been a full backwards compatible, kind of, along with the upgrades, which, a lot of those upgrades they're charging for, right? Unless you purchase the original game. And even if you did purchase the original game, there are some games that they're still charging you for upgrades for, which Xbox didn't. That all came with the program, right? And they were, most of the games they were able to bring backwards compatible with, as opposed to the Switch, which we're seeing kind of limitations of that, right? And even still, even with the Switch 2, a lot of these, they're still having performance issues. I pointed out to you earlier this week that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, certain areas still, even on the Switch 2, were barely hitting 20 frames. So it's definitely, I also think the developers at Nintendo aren't as, I'm going to have to say it, but I'm going to go off of my gut here, and I'm just going to feel like the developers at Nintendo aren't as good with optimization as the developers with Xbox, just because you could see the differences in the quality, right? And the consistency with what they bring out in terms of the performance and visualizations of the games. Like you just there's this night and day, right? And Nintendo also has that kind of cartoony, kids animated kind of style they do a lot with a lot of their games, which even then you would think, because they're not using higher quality fidelity, imagery and styles, that they'd be able to hit better performance metrics, better draw distances, better, more more enemies, like certain parts of the games where they can make it better than just the visuals. But we're not seeing that, and I just think that kind of Nintendo's kind of gone downhill quite a bit. I don't think the developers that they're now are as talented as they used to be. At least that's my opinion on it. But yeah, there's been a lot of kind of, I don't want to say broken promises, but just over promising with certain things that they were going to bring with Switch 2. And I think people basically we're beta testing with the Switch 1 because Nintendo, like they always do, they run 4, 5, sometimes 8 years behind in terms of technology. And I know that they'd always say that's not their strong point, but it's come a time now where it has to be a strong point, especially now with the competition that's out there, just in the console and the handheld market. And everybody's driving performance now. It's not just one or two competitors, it's everybody. And then now it's going to cloud, which, you know, their cloud is not very good. I don't know if you've utilized it, but a lot of their games have had stability issues and connectivity issues, and just very basic kind of mundane systems, like compared to the others. So yeah, it's funny to me that even as a Nintendo fan, like, you know, you're waiting 2 generations just to get good enough hardware to run the games that should have run better. And maybe they should have considered doing like smaller games, or like, not mean smaller, I mean like kind of like more linear Zeldas, like Zeldas where they could utilize the technology better and not try to go open world just to appease like a certain section of the fan base that wanted that. Because there was a lot of pushback on that because people wanted the traditional Zelda experience. They didn't want Breath of the Wild. So yeah, it is funny, right? Because like we look at them and they're still playing catch up even now. I don't think they ever will, to be honest with you, because I think they're relying too heavily on their nostalgia and their key franchises, their IPs, to keep them going. Yeah. And if they have a lot of, so far it seems like they're having a few issues, but not a lot. But if they continue to have performance problems with other games in the future, because the games are only going to get more intensive in terms of performance, especially with third-party games. And I still think that even with the third-party support that they're getting now with Switch 2, it's still not going to be the best experience to play it on. I think only the hardcore base will play them because, you know, people are going to have an Xbox or PS5 or PC, and they're going to be like, well, I'm not playing the next Witcher on Switch 2, which, by the way, that wasn't even announced. Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm gonna go play Cyberpunk on the Switch 2.
Right. But no, that's my take on it. Is I just think they got too big with their ideas of what they wanted to do with the next Zelda. I think they should have kept it smaller, especially given the limitations of the Switch. But you know, that's just sometimes the game you play when you're creating a game, you know, and you're trying to appease everybody and try to excite fans, try to go bigger and bigger, and bigger isn't always better, especially when you don't have the hardware to achieve it. So
and look,
yeah,
there was something that happened yesterday that I talked to Lou about, talking, and I said something to this regard. There's one thing that I said, and I elaborated, and I attached it to the Switch 2. I said, you know, when Mortal Kombat ended up showing their legacy titles all in one, right? I thought that was one of the most beautiful things that could ever have been done in gaming. You know, Nintendo has that power to do that. And I never understood why they still haven't done it. Can you imagine if Sega put together a Sonic the Hedgehog legacy title? It would be legendary. I mean, because we're at a point, how many more anniversaries do we need to have before we get these legacy titles? I've always said, look out if Nintendo ever put together their Game Boy, the 3DSs, and their console experience all into one. Look out. I rag on Nintendo, but I understand Nintendo's purpose still. There's one area of Nintendo that cannot be faded. And unless you're talking about that area, I really don't take you serious. So the mobile side of Nintendo is where its power is at. The 3DSs and the Game Boys have always outsold the console. The console is not their most powerful entity. Okay? So Nintendo being in that mobile spot as long as they've have and found success, we knock them for the console. But if Nintendo don't ever leave that mobile spot, it will never go away. And I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize about when we talk about the struggles, right, Resident? When we talk about that, Lou and Spartan, we sometimes we fail to understand that it's that mobile side as to why they make these animated looking games. It's not the console, really. Oh, look at the console, just animated game. It's because a lot of Nintendo games are on the mobile side, and they've been there for years. Nintendo's been doing this for a while. So when you got Nintendo over in the mobile section, right, doing what they're doing in the Eastern world, Microsoft cannot compete with that. They can't. Nobody can. PlayStation can't even compete with that. But when Microsoft went and bought the American library or the Western library, shall I say it like that, that ABK deal was a big deal. And ABK, watch this, y'all. The ABK deal was not bought for the purpose of console. That's why when I listen to some of these centaurs, I'm like, do you not have any real friends to tell you to shut the hell up? You don't know what you're talking about? See, real friends will tell you that. If you don't understand that, it was checkmate with the ABK deal, but the checkmate wasn't based off of the console aspect. The checkmate was based off the mobile side, because that is the weakest part of Xbox. Xbox don't have no strong mobile, nothing. They practice it with Gears Pop. We saw what happened to Gears Pop, and I love Gears Pop. So to get the mobile side of thing, the Call of Duty Warzone, perfect. And that's another game that people better be scared of about if they showcase any trailer concerning this future Call of Duty game. Look, I'm telling y'all right now, look. Xbox is poised with this next showcase to literally, and I'm gonna put this on top. I don't be lying out here, Yobi. Yo, chat pack, yo, panel. Legal don't be lying out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I ain't scared. Look, I'm gonna pull this, I'm gonna pull my brim down a little bit more. Look, let them know like this. Look. Xbox Dolomite. And Dolomite, you can put this on record. I love it. The next showcase is the showcase that wins the hearts of the independent gamer. This is almost politics, right? So it's easy. You have diehard fans, and then you have fans that straddle the fence. How do we know this? How does an Xbox fan like me know this? Because we saw it happen with the PlayStation 3. When 2013 was upon us, PlayStation had weak knees. They were shaking. They had to walk around with canes.
God damn.
The articles, if you read the articles, even IGN, you can go back. Well, I don't know if you can even go. I don't know if they have them up. But at the time, when those articles were out, you might catch a couple of them. They all feared the fact that PlayStation is done. The Xbox 360 was such a huge success that they didn't even know if Sony could come back from that. They didn't even know if they could. They literally thought Microsoft, this was it. Microsoft's going to take off and PlayStation finally made its match, is going to fall off. But what ended up happening was we find out later on that PlayStation literally took the camera out of the box and sold their console for $100 cheaper. That's how they beat Microsoft. When they saw a weakness of the DRM, which everybody was going to do DRM, PlayStation punked out. Look at that. So everybody that was cheering for the PlayStation 4 was cheering for a punked out situation. But look, do y'all not realize that that was the greatest punch Microsoft took, not only from the industry, not only from the gaming media, but for Sony? They took a what is he called? One Punch Man? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
One Punch Man.
Yes, sir.
Xbox literally took a punch from One Punch Man. And do y'all realize that Sony couldn't kill it off? You know why Sony can't kill Microsoft off or Xbox off? Because Sony's weak. I've been telling y'all that. Sony is weak. They're not a strong company anymore. Who are y'all kidding? You can parade around for a weak company all you want to. But if the PlayStation 4 couldn't seal Xbox's fate, nothing can, Yobi. Nothing can, Big B Money. That was their biggest punch. Now, guess what? When it went down to the 9 count, Lou, Microsoft stood up. They said, what? The industry said, what?
What? Exactly,
Microsoft stood up. They dusted off their shoulders. They went back to the lab and made mockery out of that punch by making the Xbox One X. They took the old Jaguar chip, the old Jaguar customized chip, and created that old Jaguar chip into a 4K machine. It was hilarious. Then they made a small console and compacted it, and everybody lost their minds over that Xbox One S. And then they come up with the series. And the series, you thought Xbox was dead then. Xbox makes the Series S and X. Where's the death at? G-Man, where's the death at? Microsoft, I told everybody, you're in trouble now because Xbox took the biggest punch of his life and Sony couldn't kill it. Now Microsoft turned into a ghost with Xbox. It's a ghost now. It's a scepter. It goes wherever the hell it wants to go. Microsoft's doing whatever the hell they want to do, and nobody can stop them. Nintendo's not going to go to war with Xbox. Are you out your living rabbit-ass mind? Hell no, they're not. They're going to stay right in their place. Xbox said, I'm going to show the hypocrisy of the donkey community. Not only can they not destroy us, right? Because we're a $3 trillion company. And Xbox makes over $600 million itself, the brand. We're not talking about its games, just the brand alone. Okay? 600 million. Now, it comes out and it's first 2 years, COVID, I'll start everybody out equally. But then we noticed something early. Somebody started showing their weakness day one. Somebody came out talking about we don't believe in generations. But then 30 days later, we believe in generations. I said, oh man, Sony about to look stupid this generation. Because you tell me, right, that when they had those fake ass yields, those trash ass beta tested consoles that they put out on the market anyway, showed you what they care about their fan base right there. That showed you how they look at their fan base. And after they suffer from that, right, the donkeys like being abused anyway. They like being abused. They don't know no other way.
They don't.
My man in the building.
They don't like.
They don't know no other way. So all they know is abuse, right? So when I looked at that, and Real has been around me a long time. Like I said, I don't be lying. If I'm lying, Real will tell y'all I'm lying. Yobi will tell you I'm lying. If I said to myself, this is going to be a long generation for PlayStation because I've got my eyes on God of War. Did I not say that, Realist? I said it from jump. I said, I don't care what y'all say. God of War is going to tell me if PlayStation is serious this generation. I don't care about no Spider-Man. I don't care about no Returnal. I don't care about no Uncharted. I don't care about Last of Us, the 10th remaster. I don't care about Bloodborne rumors. I don't care about the myths, the theories, the carrots, the hay shows. I don't care about none of that.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes were set on Kratos. Realist, my witness. I don't care. Just tell me when that game drops. Because when that game drops, it's going to tell me everything. And lo and behold, when that damn game dropped and that bitch was crossed, Jen, when that bitch was crossed, Jen, I said, Sony ain't serious, bro. Look at that shit. They ain't serious, bro. They put on those little drag suits thinking they ain't gonna make people believe in that bullshit, that theory. Bro, what you got after God of War? That mean game shows started talking. What they got? What's that roadmap looking like? When we're talking about some Wolverine, I said, man, shut the hell up. Wolverine coming to the end of the damn console. Man, we all know that shit ain't coming out no time soon. What y'all got? Oh, well, we got Spider-Man 2. I said, exactly. You damn right you got Spider-Man 2. And after Spider-Man 2, bye-bye. Look right now. After Spider-Man 2, bye-bye. Don't talk to me about no Phantom Zero. I don't want to hear about that shit. Don't talk to me about I don't care about no Ghost of Yote. None of them games are going
Rise
to
of
sell.
the Ronin.
None of them games are going to sell. None of them.
Mm.
None of them. Because guess what matters now? See, Sony's late, bro. They're behind on the train. Here's where they're late at. It's time for service games, bitches. It ain't no more time for them soap opera games. Those soap opera games, that was 2019. That was 2020. 2021, you should have been telling Sony, like Jim Ryan was telling y'all, hey man, y'all need to get in here and make some service games. They gave Jim Ryan a middle finger. We heard he reported what Naughty Dog told him straight up. We ain't making them damn games. Okay. Look at Naughty Dog today. Look at Naughty Dog right now. Look at Naughty Dog right now. Look at Bungie right now. Marathon's got to sell, people. Don't worry about us. We don't give a damn about Marathon. Bro, we don't have to play Marathon. Dolomite, they love to act like there's not a game out here that's of importance. We don't listen. We as Xbox gamers, we're going to get our games. That's a rest assurance. But these centaurs live by deception and ignorance. They don't understand that. It doesn't matter what games come out for PlayStation if they're not a service game. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Sony, you played that damn exclusive bullshit. You played that damn, oh, we got these cinematic games until the wheels fell off. And none of those games brought you in profit. How do we know this? Because Hiroki Totoki told us. He told the whole entire world. Mm-hmm. You don't still listen to a dumbass centaur? Be my guest. You want to listen to people down and out or because of the way Microsoft making moves? Be my guest. Were you not paying attention to the Summerfest? Summerfest had nothing to show you. Resident Evil, the new Resident. Bro, I didn't come to Summerfest to watch that. I came to not just watch that. I came to watch Mazda. I came to watch all these next gen games. I didn't come just for that. And when I saw Summerfest, I was like, where the damn games at? Where they at? We're talking about Jeff Keighley. Where they at? Then I do my research, and the Summer Games Fest views have been dropping. Now you got people coming out talking about, man, the show's boring. Mm-hmm. You got Jeff Keighley trying to be short with his talks, and you know it pains him because he really wants to talk forever on his show. It pains him, but hey, he can't do it. He can't do it. So he gets up on stage to show you trailers. And 95% of the show are games we had already seen before. But hey, he put Hideo Kojima back on that stage, didn't he? Instant replay. You know what? You know why Jeff Keighley looks like a remaster? Because that's all he knows. He's a donkey. He's used to Sony. He personifies Sony's PlayStation business model. Remasters. Hideo Kojima be on Game Awards show. He don't know no better. He doesn't know nothing else. He suffers by how he treated the devs. The devs last year made plenty of statements saying, listen, if you're going to have us on your damn show, and if this is about a developer showcase, reward show, then damn it, let us talk. If it's because of your budget, then damn it, don't have one. But you can't have us up on stage cutting us off on some shit that we poured our heart and soul out to, and you cutting us off at the 5-minute mark. Yobi, am I lying, Yobi? I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So this is why you seeing what you see. On top of, like I told you, they all gonna fail you. There's not an imp. Look, we got tons of influencers out here because the PR teams thought that they're coming up with this brilliant plan. This stuff came up 10 years ago, people. From 2015 down, they started talking about bringing influence. You can't, bro, this is gaming. How you gonna bring influencers in here when they're not gaming? What are you influencing? When all we see is influencers on social media. What are they? Okay, so influencers are not gaming. The gaming media is not gaming. Okay? There's only one group of people that matter. That's you and I. Influencer ain't gonna buy you no damn video game. You gotta go out and buy your damn video game. Influencer ain't gonna buy your console. You gotta buy that console. The influencers you attach yourself on to tickle your MO are not healing the industry. Nothing is healing the industry. Nothing is. These devs that go into these studios and pour their hearts out are thanking Game Pass. You don't think this is going to be the biggest year? Bro, listen. It didn't matter. And this ain't even a shot at Unreal Engine show because I love the Unreal Engine show. But it didn't matter what Unreal Engine showed. It didn't matter what State of Play was going to show. And it damn sure didn't matter what Summer Game Fest was going to show. The only showcase that matters this year is the Xbox showcase.
Yep. And the funny thing is,
it's the only one that matters to these devs. Because these devs know on Game Pass they're eating. On Game Pass their shit is succeeding. How do we know this? Because Game Pass got the Atomic Heart people a new damn studio. Because of Game Pass, Stalker 2, these people that were in a freaking war. We had developers that stayed behind to fight for not only their families, but their damn country. You think I'm paying attention to these damn goofballs on Twitter X, bro? Complaining about video games? We had these men ramp up and act like real they laid their life down for the line for their kids and family in their country, bro. Microsoft took them out of their country, relocated them in a secret place so that those that chose to go on and make a living for the future of their families could do so. And the love and support that they got because they put that damn thing on Game Pass? I wouldn't put my shit nowhere else either. Are you out your rabbit ass mind? You got, well, why is it on PlayStation? What the hell's wrong with you? Bro, look. What's the other one? Expedition 33. The pressure is on that, is on the Game Awards now. Now the pressure is on Jeff Keighley. If that game ain't got him, all hell's gonna break loose. Watch and see what I tell you. Because you already messed up by not making Black Myth Wukong the Gotti, which was a clear Gotti. I don't care what anybody said. Look, the only people who are looking the dumbest out here are PlayStation fans. Because the only victory that y'all talk about are weak-ass victories. Astrobot. Nobody gives a damn about Astrobot, man. Don't nobody talk about Astrobot. Not even y'all talk about it. But it won Gotti, so that makes you feel good. You have an anchor like Jeff Keighley, but the pressure now is on him to make the right call. The pressure. They've already spoke about it on the Unreal Engine show.
Yep.
Then Jeff Keighley had to get on his show and say, yeah, this is making a big push for Game of the Year. Why do you think he said that? Because at 95, and you don't give a Gotti, we got our eyes on you. And guess what? By default, people, the credit's got to go to Microsoft. A little bit of, you don't think those dams ain't going to say that? And that's going to be the beginning of the end. Because when I told y'all, when Sony ain't making these video games, and Microsoft keep dropping them, whether they third party. See, the worst thing that could ever happen was Microsoft became the king of the third party publishers. Because they don't want to give an exclusive. They don't want to give a game that's on Xbox only a Gotti. He's a donkey. He don't want to do that, Rachie.
But family,
Rachie, let me tell you something. Rachie, let me tell you something. Has Stalker 1 on PlayStation? Yes or no? Lou, is Stalker 1 on PlayStation?
There was a remaster that supposedly came to console, so yeah.
Okay. How long did it take for that to get on PlayStation? Evil click. Huh?
I don't know. It took a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is The Witcher? Hold on.
Shadow Chernobyl Enhanced Edition is on PlayStation.
I got something, Evil Click. I got you, fam. I ain't lose you. I got you started up. I like that one. That's funny. Look.
But what I was gonna tell you is, family.
Real quick, hold on.
Okay, family. Okay,
The Witcher 2. The Witcher 2. Is it on PlayStation?
I don't know.
It's not on PlayStation.
It's not on PlayStation.
Now, Realist knows how long The Witcher 2's been out on PC. So, Raichi, like somebody said today, I don't know if it was him or Telos Reed. He said PC gamers will wait 10, 15 years to get a game. Look, the PlayStation community is just as worse. Look, they're making a freaking trilogy remaster. They're actually redoing one. One's going to actually be like a game because one was more like a role-playing game. But they're going to do that over again and make it more of a game. They're going to remaster 2 and 3, and then it'll be on PlayStation. If Real's got a mic, tell me how long it's been. Tell me how long Witcher 2's been on Xbox. If he's got a mic. If he's connected good. In the meantime, Evil Click. AEC found in the building. Stop yelling at me. I love Xbox, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you think people bought the PlayStation to play Witcher 2? Of course not. Of course not. Just like they didn't buy PlayStation to play the Stalker remaster trilogies, Lou. Of course not. Of course not. So what are we talking about? I mean,
Hamo, the sad
what
part
are we talking about, bro?
The sad part about all this that you're bringing up, you were talking about PlayStation fans and everything, is that they had to come to our shows to see what we're thinking, to see what we're partnered, to see what we're talking, or to see. They are so worried that they gotta come to our show, right? And come over to the chat, give their 2 cents, or to hear us speak and give out ideas. How do we feel about Xbox? How about this? I mean, if you were not worried about PlayStation, if PlayStation was so good, why are you worried about what we say? Why you gotta come to our shows? Why you gotta keep on, coming over here, debating us, arguing with us, and all that bullshit? I mean, it seems like y'all are weak. Instead of staying quiet and playing your games, because that's what we do over here. We do our shows, we have our fun, we have our conversations.
I knew that, Rachie. I knew you wasn't. I knew you wasn't.
So it's funny that, like I was saying, we're over here playing our games, we're here having our fun, we're over here, talking about everything that's to do with gaming. And what do? They got to come over here to try to, destroy our feelings, destroy something. Like, dude, why you got to be so worried, though? You have your PS5. Isn't PS5 the greatest? Go play your games. They don't care, family.
Real quick, Lou, keep cooking. I just wanted to ask the chat pack. Do y'all like this format with y'all where you show where y'all are on the screen and we can just read out what y'all are saying, or do you like the other way? Let us know. And next year I'm gonna change it up on the show. I'm gonna let it be known right now because I'm already feeling hype. Next year this is gonna be DIRREC Gaming's way of giving back to our viewers, giving back to the family. So now the chat pack will be able to directly send us topics that they would want us to talk about live and direct. So anything that you saw or seen within that week and you want us to talk about it, you can bring it up now into the chat and we'll discuss it.
But
that's
topics
what we're gonna do
of
back for you guys.
video gaming, topics of video gaming, just to keep it in general. We don't want no damn Pornhub coming over here like, let's talk about this down now. We don't want none of that shit. No. It's all about gaming, just in case of it.
I'm glad you said that, Luke. Thank you.
Because I know, family, all the chat is just to show around, just
exactly.
I know, but hey, we gotta keep it PG, and sometimes PG-13 no R. You don't want to get to R. But yeah, like I was saying though, family, it's sad though. I mean, every time I see that type of behavior, I'm like, dude, you got a PS5, bro. You gotta come in here and turn a distance. I mean, we're having having some fun, having our blast, talking what's beautiful about our Xbox. I mean, dude, now they're waiting 100% for the Xbox showcase. They're not waiting for anything else. They're waiting for that showcase. What are they waiting for? To see what games of Xbox are coming to PlayStation, to see if finally Starfield gets to PlayStation. Man, I really hope so it does. To see if Redfall gets to PlayStation. Man, I really hope so it does. I want to see all that happen. Why do I want to see that happen? Because I'm going to be seeing all them articles coming up. After they all said Starfield was empty, then I'll be like, man, Starfield is good. Man, I want to see all them articles just come up and say stuff. That's all I want to see. I want to sit there and read. We're going to find out who really, if they're really right there, like, because we all know it exists, but is there an Xbox tax? Right then we will find that shit out 100% right there, because we all know it exists. That's how it is.
Yo, Evil Click. I'll let you read that one, Lou. You still talk. Get Evil Click in.
With the $2 super chat says, I don't want to get canceled, Louis. He says, oh no, I'm being honest though. We don't want that to happen here, sending some pretty weird, especially what happens out there. But yeah, like I was saying though, shit. Family, it's a great time to be an Xbox gamer. It's a great time to own an Xbox console. It's a great time, just to be a part of Xbox. No matter where I'm at, where is it at, anywhere. It's just great to be part of Xbox. I mean, we got games. We got a great service. What is there to complain about? What is there to bitch? What is there to cry? We are having fun. I mean, shit. It's like me. Prime example, I have a PS5. I'm turning on my PS5 now to play Death Stranding 2. When? Soon, but it's going to be turned on to play Death Stranding 2. But other than that, I'll tell you, when was the last time I turned on that PS5 and beat a game? It was Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart when it was on PlayStation Plus. That was the last time I finished the game on the PS5.
Yo, Jason Redmond in the building.
So, Jason,
I don't know Jason Redmond. But I'm glad he's on DIRREC Gaming with us today. And he says Xbox with the love emoji.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we got to talk about. We got to be happy for what Xbox is giving to us, how they have this service, how we can access Xbox wherever we're at. I mean, shit, you can even access it through the toilet if you can and play your Xbox games. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Thank you, Big B Money. Welcome Jason into the fold, man. Make himself feel at home.
And they always want to say, let's kill Xbox. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm being as honest as I can be. The day that Xbox goes away, right? I'm not going to PlayStation because I know what's coming. Oh, hell no, I'm not going to PlayStation. I mean, I'm going to go what's next. What's another Microsoft product and belongs there is PC. I'm going to stay on PC. Because if I go to PlayStation, I know those games are going to be probably $100 or more. That service is going to be more expensive. And man, I'm not going to be, no, they're not going to be banking from me. I'm sorry. Because they're going to abuse the user. And that's what I understand when they go out there and say, man, they should kill Xbox. That should go away. All hell with the Xbox and everything. But they don't understand. The day one of these companies picks up and go, that's it. Now, what do we destroy is narratives. When they come up with all the bullshit narratives, all that bullshit talk that they always come around us with. It's all bullshit. Like the Gaudis. Oh, the Gaudis are important. Jeff Keighley's. When did Jeff Keighley start the Gaudis? Oh, it was in 2012 or 2013. He started that shit. How was that important? I mean, what does that benefit me? Oh, Astrobot won Game of the Year. Okay. How are the sales after one Game of the Year? Has it gone to 10 million? I'm still waiting for that 10 million that I was told the chat in the morning. That game better sell 10 million. And guess what? It's still 1.5 because I haven't seen the numbers going up. And now they're bundling it up. Pamela, they're bundling up that game. I can't wait to see those numbers after that. But again, what does that do for me? Black Myth Wukong should have won Game of the Year. Why should I have won? Because of the impact he did. The hard work those guys put into it. Because let me tell y'all something. I keep on saying this, right, about those guys. They only work mobile games. In order for them to put all these games, to a console, that was a hassle for them. That was a hassle for them. Because even on the PS5 wasn't running great. It was a hassle. It seems like they really had an hassle to get that game to work on a console.
You see how G-Man just said that?
Yeah, what?
You see how G-Man just left that
It'll
comment?
come to the Switch eventually, so that'll be the second best home console to play it after Xbox. There you go.
Now look how G-Man said that with a straight face, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's you gotta
because G-Man understands where the industry has to go. If we're it has to go this way, or it ain't gonna make
it. Because the question is, Famo,
okay.
What's work? I keep saying this in the morning. What's working right now? Is the traditional method working for PlayStation or Xbox? Is it working for all these third-party studios? No, it's not. I mean, for prime example, these third-party studios were waiting for that Switch 2 to say shit. I mean, I know Nintendo Switch has got some technology behind, but with a new one, I can actually say, okay, look, now I can put my games over the wire to get some Nintendo fans to buy their games. Because they want to see that by the end of the day, they can actually sell 12 or 15 million copies of that game. And the only way they're going to do it is putting it everywhere. But leaving it in one box, it's not going to be the way. PlayStation's having the same problem. Why do you think they started to port their games on PC? Because it gets to a point. What?
I'm going to do something real quick. And I want everybody to see that because I want people to see, does this sound like having fun? I'll be right back. Keep talking, Luke.
Oh, we're going to do it. Uh-oh. Matt, chat. Sorry for the inconvenience, just to let you all front. Little Legal is gonna go take a poop. So yeah, you all you're gonna be back in a couple minutes, but no worries, man, no worries. But yeah. Like I was saying though, chat, right? I mean shit. Look, it's like what I say. PlayStation starting to put their games on PC. Why? They gotta get that money. They gotta get that money. Because it gets to a point where the fans that bought a PS5, right? To play that game is going to get to a point where they're just not, those fans are just a number, right? Like, for example, Spider-Man, prime example, it sold 12 million copies. Has it gone up? After the 12 million copies, it hasn't gone up. Now, it might go up on PC, and it's going to go up because, of course, they probably will bundle it with the console, or people will buy it on a sale, because that's how it is. But at the end of the day, though, right, they had to sell 7.5 million to make profit. 7.5 million to make profit. 7.2 million copies of Spider-Man to start making profit. They had to sell that. So imagine that. They only had 3 million gamers actually go ahead and buy it. I think it was 6 million players that played it, 3 million that bought it, and because of the shares, 6 million that played it. There was a sheet out there that was explaining everything right there. Some people bought the console because, of course, they like the Spider-Man console. Some people bought a console with the game in it. Did they play it? They probably played a couple missions and that's it. Some people actually did finish it. Some people didn't. I mean, heck, it's like how I asked my nephew when he got the Spider-Man game for his PS1. I said, did you finish Spider-Man? He's like, no. Then what are you playing? No, I'm playing Fortnite. I'm like, God damn.
Lou, do me a favor. I sent you a message. Go look on your message and play that. Put it to your mic. And when it's done, I got a question for everybody here.
What's the man? I don't see it.
You go look on. Yeah.
Man, please, Lord. I hope it's not. Did you go to the bathroom or something and send me some bathroom shit?
No, play it.
Okay.
Put it up to the mic.
I haven't gotten it yet. Let me see. See if I can get it. Hold on. You said it to okay. Here it is. Okay.
Turn your volume up.
Oh, this guy.
Turn the volume up.
The best video out there.
Dude, it's cracking a little bit. Make sure it's clear.
Clearer than that? You guys hear it?
No, it's bright. It's like
I guess that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're bringing up. The guy who told everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Explain it. Explain it, because everybody can see it on my post, right? On Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. This idiot literally telling the PlayStation community to not buy what game, Lou?
Lost Souls, I think it's called.
Lost Souls, because the game is debuting on PC.
They've been on PC?
Yeah,
they went on PC, yeah.
And so he telling the PlayStation fans to not buy it because you're gonna fall for the test. Basically, you going
you fail. Fail not
yeah,
fall.
you
Fail
gonna
the
fail.
test.
Right? You failed the test. Basically, you bite the hook with no worm on it, right?
Exactly.
Now, the same goofball that's telling y'all that doesn't realize that he's the reason why the damn game is coming to PC. It's the gamers like him is the reason why he failed the test. The ignorancy of it all, or if that's not the most ignorant situation of it all, is that he doesn't even know it. Another thing that he tells off on himself, the PlayStation, the fan base like that is super weird. They're very vaginal. Notice how the dude just started yelling, bro. He got emotional, distraught. He had a massive meltdown about it. And he put it all on the PlayStation community. Now, I told y'all that they gather in groups and they talk to each other. They do what they do what they're told to do in that little clique that you see. But in the global spectrum, the younger generation doesn't listen to them. The younger generation are playing these other games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Roblox. Y'all know Minecraft that's always sitting in the top 3. 2K, Madden, FIFA, we get it. That core right there is the reason why PlayStation consoles are being sold. But let's go back to this idiot. What he doesn't understand is that he has no authority.
That's
See,
the funniest
look,
thing I've ever seen.
I couldn't believe it. Look, I couldn't believe it that somebody would be that dumb and record themselves. But that's donkey shit.
You still can't believe it? I mean,
look,
fam, hold on, fam. Hold on. I gotta stop you there for a moment. Famo, listen, famo. Don't expect anything else to happen. We had a guy with the PlayStation butt naked taking a picture. How can you forget about that shit? I mean, what else what worse can you get from that? This man got a PS5, laid down on the floor, butt naked, and took a picture on Christmas Day with a Santa hat. I was like, and then after that, he posted it on Twitter. I mean, Famo, come on, Famo, come on.
All right.
You want weirder? That's
all right.
I've not met the man who actually beat that thing yet. I haven't met him yet, but I don't want to meet him either. But
all right, you got a point. You got a point there.
Get rid than that.
You got a point there.
Fuck naked.
Yeah, no,
you can't make this up.
No, I'm not kidding you. I mean, this man,
you can't make this up.
He lay like this. I'm not kidding you. Laying on the floor like this, butt naked, and the PS5 covering his parts. And he took that picture. They took that picture for him. He was butt naked. Butt naked. I was wearing tidy whities. I don't know. And then he put that shit out there on Twitter.
Look,
what he did.
I'm gonna say this. The guy had a meltdown, and he has no authority. The funny thing about this Big B Money, he has absolutely zero authority. He acts like he makes video games for a living. He acts like he builds consoles. Last time I checked, if somebody creates something, they got here's what their rights are. They make something and they want to sell it. Their right is that they can sell it to whoever the hell they want to, and as many that they can make to sell. That's their right. The consumer right, I'm either gonna buy it or I'm not. You don't have no authority. So what I'm saying is, to all you little funny bunny, weirdo acting ass so-called gamers out here with VHS mindsets, worrying about where video games go, you have no authority. The only damn thing you gonna do, what you know, isn't going to impact anybody, especially us grown-ass people out here, is you not buy a game. I don't care if you don't buy a damn video game. What do you not buying a video game have anything to do with me? Nothing. So you know that you won't have no impact there. So the only thing you do is cry and bitch. Crying and bitching over video games. If a developer wants their games on as many platforms that they want their video game on, who the fuck are you? You're nobody. You don't make a game. You don't do shit other than, let me see if I want to buy this game or not. That's it. You don't have no other stress. There's no stress with that. So who gives a shit about your decision making? Nobody. They have careers on the line. If this game don't sell, I might be without a job. I may not be able to feed my family, my wife,
or make us another game, because that's what we want. More games for us to enjoy. It's like how I said it. What works now? I mean, that is the honest question, because lately nothing has been working. Like traditional method hasn't been working. There's the Game Pass method right now that's out there. I mean, right now, everything has to work together in order for this to survive. There's no other way, man. There's no other way. That's what people don't understand what's happening. Instead of console war, instead of fighting like they are, I mean, hell, it's like how I said it. Remember the doctor, Famo? You remember the doctor? The guy who was in the doctor's room operating?
Bro, Donkey's got this shit sold up. You got to do what a guy on the damn table operation table. This dumb donkey, damn donkey turns around and actually console wars while the guys on operate. Only a donkey could do some shit like this.
Oh shit! I mean, I'm telling you, that's what I told you. Don't
y'all beat the cake, man. Y'all beat the cake. Nobody can talk y'all.
It's like we saw the ABK deal. What happened in the ABK deal, right? What was PlayStation? The only one that was fighting for Call of Duty was PlayStation. Nintendo didn't fight.
Gamers over everything. What's up, baby?
We didn't see anyone else fight. We didn't see anyone else put the gloves on. Just Sony. Sony was the one who got the FTC, CMA, everybody all together to combine, and do whatever they did, right? That was Sony. And it's funny that Sony was saying this, saying, hey, man, this is the game that, that brings in the cash. And after Xbox acquired it, what did the PlayStation fans say? Hey, don't buy it. Are you serious? I mean, and Xbox has that game over there for you to get that money. You serious? You're telling people not to buy? My God. I mean, seriously? I always say this. What kind of a fan are these guys of the box?
Man.
What kind of a fan are they? Okay, the box has decided to put day one game, right? Day one game, a single player game on PC and PlayStation. What's wrong with that? They're trying to make the money. What's the problem? You gotta know, you gotta understand this company survives on money, not y'all talking bullshit. Now, if you have a problem with that, I'll tell you this is what you gotta do, right? Simple and easy. Go right now, call Sony, tell Sony, hey Sony, ship me 7 million consoles right now to my home. I'll pay you. Buy your 7 million consoles. After you got your 7 million consoles at home, when a game comes out from Sony, whichever one it is, pay each of those consoles the $80 price for that damn game.
Right.
And trust me,
if you're going to impress us, impress us.
After that, Sony will keep exclusives on his console because of you, who has 7 million consoles in your house.
What's up, baby?
With having 7 million consoles in your house, buying 7 million copies of the game, that's the only way they will keep exclusives ongoing. But if not,
don't stop bringing up exclusives to me, man. In 2025 with that dumb shit.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody talking about no damn exclusives anymore, man. We got to get this. That's the look. We got it. Look, man, that's like coming to me telling me about a damn dial-up telephone.
Yep.
Like, y'all looking goofy out here, man. Y'all looking goofy out here. And if it's just for the sake of social media, well, I mean, do your thing. But Stanky, it's a big day tomorrow, Xbox family. Y'all, I just want to say, man, I want to thank these guys for this showcase eve that we brought up. The topic was just to be funny, but everybody knows what game show is really headlining, man. Everybody knows what the world is waiting on, and Xbox, you got the juice now.
Yes, you do.
You got the juice now. Boy, you stupid, Rain. Rain stupid as hell. Hey, you got the juice now. So now all eyes on Xbox. Finally, what I tell you, I told Yobi, did I lie when I said this? There's gonna come a time. Rain G4 knows what I'm about to say. But when they talk about gaming, they're gonna have to mention Xbox. Because wherever you go, wherever you look, and wherever you see bitches, Xbox gonna be associated. Did I not say that? And here it is. The damn showcase of showcases is upon us tomorrow, and the whole damn world associated with gaming, all eyes on Xbox. All eyes on Xbox. I told y'all, checkmate, bitches. It's checkmate time. It's time. Look, man, it's time to eat your crow. Ain't nothing you can do. I told you this is politics, right? Microsoft, like realists would say, Microsoft is betting on the independent gamer. Microsoft isn't trying to get the zealot. They know they can't reach the zealots. That's like me. Sony can't get me to buy that damn garbage ass console. That's how I feel about it. Look, Microsoft knows that there's PlayStation fans that will never buy that Xbox. They're not worrying about them. What they're worrying about is the one that just goes out there and buys a console for the FOMO. They don't have no clue of why they bought it. Oh, it's just a PlayStation sales the most. Okay, let me buy it. Right? They put no more thought into it. My friends have it. Okay, let me buy it. But like I've always told you, the power is in the wallet. The change begins on prices. You don't believe me? Look at Nintendo Switch 2. When that damn price hit 500, what they start doing? Chanting, lower the price, lower the price. When they saw the $80, $90 game, lower the price, lower the price. How do I know this? Because I've been there. Shit. It's all about the pricing. So what if me and Resident said, before anybody said it, we said this, Resident, hey man, for Xbox to kill it and hit that sweet spot, what did we say? $699.99. That gets that console over $700. You don't want to make that console an $800 console. You don't want it to go the ways of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, if you make like I said, if Microsoft puts levels to the Xbox, then okay. How do we know this? Because they did the levels with the 360. And what was the leveling by? Storage capacity. We already saw that they got a 4 terabyte Seagate SSD card waiting for us, right? But what if they actually make a damn 4 terabyte Xbox? You wouldn't buy it? For an extra $200, you wouldn't buy that? I damn sure would. Because once I buy that, I ain't worrying about shit after that. Now, if they go from 600 to 650 to 700, okay. You do it by the capacity. Just like the iPhones. Just like cell phones. What? They have tiers. They don't make different. Hey, it's built off of what? Capacity of storage. You pay more for your storage. That's it. Oh, I don't care about the little camera upgrade. You pay more for the storage. Raiden Blade says, I'm just going to say this. Jim knew that once Xbox got ABK, that Xbox was going to put more than just the ABK games. We were going on PlayStation 5. PlayStation can't do fall. Look, Raiden Blade, it's good to have you. It's good to have you, my friend. Shouts to Raiden Blade. And if you ain't looking at his money count, you don't get it. Special shout outs to Raiden Blade. I get it. They knew the ABK deal was going to break their legs. What you seeing from PlayStation right now, or Sony with PlayStation, you are seeing them trying to preserve the perception. The perception is gone. Game Pass is the truth. And because people didn't take their time to witness what Xbox was actually bringing to the table back in 2017, 8 years later, they're getting it. You know why? Those pockets hurting. Those pockets are hurting. You know why? Because you got devs now finally talking about the greatness of Xbox. You know why? Because Microsoft is out here with the big bang helping these devs. You know why? Because they put out these games that are affordable for people to play. You know why? Because their theory is gaming shouldn't be a burden. It should be a leisure, a hobby for people to enjoy. We're not here to make video games burden to people. You know why? Because we own PlayFab. You know why? Because we own Simply Gone. You know why? Because we own what else? What else besides Game Pass? What else does Microsoft own? Oh, we own Minecraft. You know why? Because we're the platform that owns Windows. You know why? Because we're in more homes than you think we are. You know why? Because we got the second biggest cloud in the world called Azure. And you want to know why? Because it's the most versatile cloud out there. It doesn't have to be the biggest. But guess what? Sky's the limit to whatever you want to do on it. You can't get another cloud like that. You know why? Because Microsoft is one of those only companies that make more money. You know what Microsoft is good at doing? They're good at giving. They give a lot of money away. You know why? Because they're not Sony. You know why? Because they're not Nintendo. While Nintendo is trying to figure out how not to lie to you. You know why? Because prices have merged up on Nintendo. The one thing that Nintendo's crutch, and I said this too. You know why? Because I was tired of people making excuses for Nintendo. I told you that day was going to come where ain't no more excuses. Now you got a fake ass HDR console. You know why? Because Nintendo's never been into giving you real shit when it came to technological advances. That's why. Let's just keep it real. Their engineering is trash. Okay, but that's not a knock to their mobile side of things. You know why? Because Nintendo's great there. They're not great in the console space. All right? PlayStation can't give you nothing more. You know why? Because those lawsuits, the money's too high. They can't afford to keep failing with their fan base who don't buy new games, who are not willing to play new games, You know why? Because Sony hand-fed these bitches dog shit theories and myths and narratives that wasn't going to last forever. And now that they're depleted, now that everything is torn down and burnt down, and all the smoke is cleared, and now you see them for who they are, none of their games make money for Sony. Sony, being late in the game, but not having no multiplayer games, they don't have no live service games. Now PlayStation platform has to be what Realist said 3 damn years ago when y'all pulled y'all knives and torches and everything else out on them. Y'all crosses, y'all ready to crucify him because he told y'all the truth. He said that Microsoft is going to play this Mr. Nice Guy tactic. Microsoft knows they can't come out here and play the bully because when you come out here and play the bully, you won't get anything done. Microsoft had to play the nice guy in order to win the ABK deal. We saw what the judges were telling them. If you do this, what can Nintendo and Sony do? They were more concerned about what will happen for Nintendo and Sony than Xbox actually buying these games and having these games to itself. Everybody else can play that game, right? But why is it that Microsoft can't play that game? Because the whole damn world knows just how powerful Microsoft is and what Microsoft means to all these countries. That's why. If Microsoft put everything away, bought up everything and put everything away, Sony can't make it. Sony can't make it. If Microsoft built this infrastructure up so powerful to where it connects everything simultaneously, Nintendo can't compete. If Microsoft wanted to be the bully, it's just going to kill itself off because then nobody's going to want to do business with them. They're going to say, you know what? No, we're not dealing with Microsoft. How do we know this? Because we saw how they had to conform out of DirectX. When Microsoft had DirectX to itself, it didn't pay off for them. They had to finally see the light and say, you know what? We got to give our stuff out so other companies will understand just how great we are with our stuff. It's nothing wrong with putting it out there. And if you think DirectX, the very damn thing that Xbox is named off of, if Microsoft was going to do that, you think they wasn't going to do that for Xbox? See, this is how you know who's who. See, I'm speaking on a wholly different and type language that these centaurs don't even know shit about. If Microsoft was going to do that for DirectX, they didn't think they were going to do that for Xbox and everything else. They did it for Windows. They didn't keep Windows on their own. They're not Apple. Microsoft was so great that Apple keeping the iOS on Mac couldn't even survive. What are we talking about? And Apple's a $3 trillion company as well. It had to conform to Windows. Sony's $90 billion. Microsoft is $3.3 trillion. And you got dumb rabbit-ass mindsets out here acting like a $3 trillion company is supposed to have like a $90 billion one. I've always said this, man. You pick and choose. You have the right to pick and choose who you want to listen to. But ain't no grown-ass man going to tell me what I ain't going to buy.
Yep.
They ain't going to tell me what fun I'm not going to have. I'm on Xbox. I stand 10 toes down. I'm not wavering. I don't get up on here crying and tagging people and crying and bitching and shit. I have two choices. At the end of the day, after you finish crying, right, and sobbing, and when you wipe your face, the two choices still remains for your bitch ass. That's am I going to buy the game or not? That's the only right you got. You ain't got no other authority after that.
Nope.
To my panel, I want to say salute. We're heading to the next phase, y'all. We're heading to the next phase. I ain't never lied to y'all, man. I ain't never lied to y'all, man. And like I've always said, if we did lie, we didn't mean it. We didn't mean it. We were just passionate. And we're here If we find out we're in error, we're not afraid to stand correct. Lou, let them know where they can find you at, and let them know what we're gonna do tomorrow, man.
Man, I will eat him a burger. Hey, I had to eat something heavy because I got to pour medicine now. But guys, you can find the crazy one sip one easy on Twitter X and Blue Sky, Crazy Louis Gaming, right? Xbox International Podcast 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays. With Sourdough, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. Mondays through Saturdays, Good Morning with Crazy Louis Gaming, chat. Right now, go ahead. I'm going to drop the link now again on the chat. Go in there, subscribe, hit that bell. So that way, when I send that signal out, guys, you guys can know when I'm coming out to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. And tomorrow, we will be live streaming on Xbox International Podcast. Right over there, the Xbox Showcase. And after we're done live streaming it, me and Leo are going to be together over there. We're moving down to his channel and talk about it. That's what we're going to do tomorrow, guys. So go right now, subscribe, and hit that bell.
President, let them know where they can find you at, my man.
Right here with my chat pat and my homies, my famo, right here at DIRREC Gaming.
Yo, Canada, let them know where they can find you at.
I was on mute. My bad. They all know where
He over there playing with
he
over there with his baby crabs and his little aquarium tank.
right here on DIRREC Gaming.
Yo, Realers, if you can hear us, man, we got your back, baby. Where they can find you at, fam?
We can.
We heard him. We heard him. We know Realers out there working hard. Yo, Realers. Yeah, he's staticky.
With the showcase.
We're gonna get in the spaceship and find Realers. We got him. Oh, rated. Oh, wait a minute. Legal, you missed my last. Oh, we're not done yet. No, we're not done yet. Hold on. It must have been when I. Okay, gotcha. Right here. This is this it right here? Okay. So Rain and Blade. My bad, my man. But Rain and Blade, we want to give a special props and a special thank you for you. Here goes Rain and Blade. We got to do this. They wanted to kill Xbox. And nothing they can do. They can't block Xbox games from coming to PlayStation 5. As PlayStation 5 has no games. Their consumers will walk. Exactly.
Yeah,
there's nothing. We're going to keep that up.
What are you talking about? They got 2 games, man. I mean, what better game do you want than Twitter and Pornhub? Those are the 2 games. They're 2 goddies right there.
That's their goddies.
Yep.
Bro, they still number 1 in Pornhub.
They're still number 1, baby. Undefeated. Not just look, realistic. Hey, realist, not just number 1. They undefeated, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Can never be dethroned. Can never be. Yo, I just want to say, give a special shout out to Realist One, man. Working hard. We love him. We got him.
Man, why you keep saying working hard? I'm at home, man.
Man, whatever. You trying to
bro, look, I got a new mic, right? I said it was staticky, man. So I had to put on some regular headphones. I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me.
Nah.
Not until now.
Not until now, man.
Bro, it's a brand new mic, and it's I figured out.
Really?
You sound like RoboCop had sex with the Terminator or something.
Well, I'm blaming.
Yo, Realist, you got 15 minutes, man. Forget it. 15 minutes, man.
I forget it now. I ain't finna ramble for 15 minutes either.
Hey, listen. Do your thing, man. Is there anything that we said that you want to elaborate on, brother? You got the mic. We didn't know if you was here.
From when I joined.
There you go.
I mean, like you kind of going in on the ponies, man. Look, they easy. I like to stay away from them because they ignorant. But like when it comes to the plans of Microsoft, man, I kind of like to address them because it's like the Xbox community don't really see what's going on, right? They getting upset because they let ponies affect their psyche, what they think about the platform. It's like, bruh, like when I see things like I saw earlier, I don't know who said it, but it was like welcoming somebody. He said, Xbox has 2 weapons, which is Game Pass, and I forgot what the other one is. But It don't matter, man. Look, we should be playing games over here.
Exactly.
If games go to PlayStation, so what? If the game with the PlayStation, you know, one or two things, man. It was already over there, or they want to make some more money. And when they make more money, they make more games, right? If a game doesn't, you know, sell the way they want it to sell, if they can't sell enough of it on just, you know, Xbox and PC, and it goes to PlayStation, you already know what it is. Like I said years ago, I would rather them put a game over there and have it succeed than to be like a PlayStation fan watching Final Fantasy die in the name of exclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
They like when it hit Switch, at least it's not on Xbox. Dude, Square is dying. You know what I mean? Like they would rather watch Square die than to have the game go to other platforms. They'd rather see games die. They wonder why they can't get another Bloodborne.
Realist, you saw it today with the Lost Souls game, didn't you? The guy came out.
Cause see, that's when I first started saying something. I was like, "Damn, can it hear me?"
Yeah, it was
you
Lost
talking
Souls.
about Lost Souls side?
Yeah, because it's gonna be on PlayStation and PC. The guy said that if you buy this game, no matter what system, is it PlayStation or a PC, you all fail the test. I mean, that's like it's telling everyone do not buy it because it's going to PC day one and PS5. He literally said that. I don't know.
Well, look, I don't remember that game because I'm not a PlayStation player like that. But if I was a PlayStation fan, I would want to see the game succeed, especially if I like it.
Exactly.
It's like when us who've been playing Gears for all these years, and then they see Xbox bring Gears to other platforms, right? EA not going to be on other platforms day one. Look at how long Starfield's been over here. Supposedly, Starfield's supposed to be on PlayStation for over a year, right? Since the DLC was launched, it was supposed to go over there. As long as the game doesn't need other platforms, it won't go to other platforms. Look at Halo; it's a live service game now. So if they bring out another live service, I expect them to throw it over there. But I don't expect to see every Halo game. Legal and I, we were speaking about this earlier. Halo, Gears, Forza, Valve, none of these games mean anything to PlayStation fans who are over there just playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, Madden, 2K, right? So these games that would once be considered system sellers, even Spider-Man, Uncharted, all these games are going to get squashed by these service games. This is why Jimmy tried to get a live service lineup going. So they drop these games. We look at them as system sellers. We look at them as some of the best games on the market. But to them, it means nothing. To a Nintendo fan, it doesn't mean anything until they get to play it themselves. Then, when the game is not on their platform, to care about the sequel, you have to play the game that came before it, right? Right, Louis? Or you disagree with that? To care about a sequel, right? Death Stranding.
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't give a damn about Death Stranding, right? If we didn't play it over here on Xbox, and those who played it and like it. Hell, they might go get a PlayStation if they don't know if they think it's gonna come in 6 years. That's the way it works. But I don't think it's gonna take that long to come to Xbox. There's a reason why Kojima bought the IP because he's done with the exclusivity. Everybody who can be done with exclusivity is done with exclusivity. And the main business has always been Nintendo is the only one who's flourishing with that same plan, which is we're gonna sell our consoles and we're gonna only have games over there. PlayStation and Xbox, unless we'll see Call of Duty ain't exclusive, but like their games are not getting huge, right? So why not go to other platforms? I'm not mad about it. I've been over it. I like it when I can't hold it over the PlayStation fans' heads, but I ain't mad about it anymore because it's the way of the world, bro. This is what I say on the show. What I say? Xbox is a $3 trillion company, or Microsoft's a $3 trillion company. The Xbox platform is not enough. Xbox fans got to deal with that. The PlayStation platform is not enough. It's a $3 trillion company. Nintendo is not big enough. PC is not big enough. Mobile is not big enough. There's nothing big enough for a company that's searching for infinite growth. So these games got to go as many places as they can get them. If it's going to be on cloud, it's going to be on cell phones, it's going to be on a PlayStation, because Xbox is going to kill these consoles off slowly. Look, eventually PlayStation is going to bow down. And look, Nintendo is looking strong right now. Pokemon's going to be strong. Mario's going to be strong. but they're going to be the ones who can sit there and do it. But eventually, they're going to start to have to grow too. They're a public company just like everybody else. So unless they're going to buy back all their shares, they have to find somewhere to growth outside of amusement parks and hotels. So what's going to happen with these games? Because even though they sold 75 million copies of Mario Kart, how many would they have sold if they were on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation? You see what I'm saying? Right now it's good enough, but eventually it's not going to be good enough for them. This is why Microsoft's looking to buy up more studios. They're going to put out more games. They're going to raise the price of games to 90. Look, when the games hit $90, Xbox will be like, yep, us too. They're not going to hesitate because that makes Game Pass look better.
You cooking. I'm going to keep letting you cook because you said something. No, you said something.
Because you're trying to end the show, but then you're talking about go ahead.
Yeah, you cooking. So I'm going to let you cook, but you said something. I want people to understand this, man, because you're right. Do you want to know what's going to get Nintendo? The yen. I talked about this a couple shows back, and I read them reports on how weak the yen is, and it's never been this weak as it has been. And like I gave the date, right? The yen is in a catastrophic position right now, and they don't understand why these prices. It ain't just the tariffs, the yen itself, and the problem. Like I've been saying, I had to do this elementary. The problem with Nintendo will not be its popularity. It will not be its power in the mobile industry. It will not be like you talking about its franchises, the nostalgia. That's not its problem. The problem is when them prices keep going up, and you're gonna look and you're gonna tell yourself, "Damn, this ain't worth this much no more. It ain't worth that much anymore. It ain't worth that much. I might as well get this. I might as well get because." Who wants to right now, who wants to play a game at 20 frames per second in 2025, right? With fake HDR, for $90. At some point, your fanship, it's okay. I have no problems, right? We don't. We over here on DI-RRec Gaming, we never had a problem with your flag, your fanship flag. We want you to do it. Get out here and scream your Nintendo and PlayStation X. Get out here. That doesn't bother us at all. But here's the difference between y'all and us. When y'all told us we were welfare gamers and coupon gamers, me and Really said, okay, fuck it. I got 300 fucking games. We gonna subscribe. Yo, legal. You gonna get that 3-year stack up? You damn sure right I am. What about you? You damn sure right I am. We don't give a damn what you said to us because it makes sense. Damn, for $12.90, you mean for $12? I have over 300 some games and they're dropping day one games at my disposal. I don't give a damn what they say. You can't do that with a PlayStation fan. They've already psyched themselves out. That's why they don't even buy the premium tier of PlayStation Plus. The Nintendo fans, they don't buy shit anyway. That's why their online service is dog shit. Because all they care about is the single player experience with their games. Realist service games can only matter when you have a community. We found out that the Nintendo community is weak. We found out that PlayStation has no community. The PC community has a community, but it's 25-year-old game communities. That's why nobody talks about these PC games. Shit, motherfuckers been playing these games since 1998. You know what I'm saying? Like it. So you got Xbox here being hated on because it's doing something different and it's actually doing something better than what our counterparts were doing. Why did Nintendo give up the 3DS? If the 3DS was that so damn successful, why did they get rid of it? You can't ever tell it. You can't ever get the truth. Only a real Nintendo. I would have to go to my boy Goods at GameStop, and he'll tell me why. He's a Nintendo fan. He'll tell me why. But a lot of these fake Nintendo fans ain't gonna tell you why. Why is it that PlayStation don't have no multiplayer games? Real PlayStation fan will tell you why. A fake one won't. There's something that Phil Spencer said years ago, right, realist? When he said, listen, we're going to bet on us, right? We're going to bet on us taking risk, pissing people off. People may not be able to see our vision now, But we see the data. And I know they hate it when Phil says that, right? It's like he repeats himself. But we seen the data. Now you're hearing it from Sarah Bond. But we see the data. So it goes back. We don't give a damn what anybody's saying. When the data makes sense, we move forward. What did he say, brothers? In order to be like us, you got to be willing to do one thing. You got to be willing to spend tens of billions. There you go, realist. Keep cooking.
Tens of billions of dollars. But nah, I'm just, like I said, mostly, man, I want to address the Xbox community with this stuff, man, because they don't seem to understand what's really going on. Instead of just playing all these games, bro. Like, so many games, we shouldn't even have time for Twitter. We should be posting up game clips. Instead, we're more concerned about where the games are going. You got people complaining about the showcase tomorrow being a third-party showcase versus being able to enjoy all these games in a service that you pay. Well, hopefully you pay about $12 a month for. You know what I mean? And for those of people who always talking about how they left went to PC, you paying what, $11, $12? You know what I mean? But it's codes for this stuff. And Xbox knows these codes exist. Go take advantage. Go play these games. Stop talking about all this bull crap. Because these dudes on PlayStation, they look worse and worse. You sitting up here talking about Xbox games coming to your console that you supposedly bought for the great exclusives, like Jimmy said, some of the finest art, right? But you don't get any of that. They're gonna get Ghost of Yotei, maybe. You know what I mean? Death Stranding. We already know that's going to other platforms. So the only thing they care about is talking about exclusivity, because these games aren't selling enough. If exclusivity is what's selling these consoles, those games will be selling more, and it wouldn't be on PC. That's why Nintendo is the only one who could hold tight on that. And I said it before, man, people got mad at me. I said, man, maybe they did it right, because people actually buy their consoles for their games. Whereas Xbox and PlayStation, when they came into the market, they said they wanted to make a platform that third party would love to develop for. You know what I mean? So now you're basically hosting your competition. And there's so much competition on the platform that they need to make themselves, okay, if the real competition isn't Nintendo or PlayStation, who's the competition? It's EA and everybody else like them. And where are their games? Every goddamn where. So what's the point in you trying to hold your games that you spending $500 million on to put to the market, and then try to say, okay, we're just gonna have it on this platform and hope people go pay for these consoles that are approaching $600-700. You got the the Series S is $400 now. You know what I mean? This is why they try to push for the cloud, so that the barrier for entry will be a little bit lower for people to get involved. Everybody has tablets and cell phones. They're trying to create, I mean, for us old people, you know what I mean? We want to play on a console, but these kids don't care about playing on a tablet. They don't care about using their fingers. I watch my kids play Fortnite. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I watch my kids play Roblox, the way they interact with the screen. That's the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of us can't see the future, even though they're telling us what the future is. Look at
Realist.
When they start bringing games like Resident Evil to iPhone.
Real quick. I was gonna tell you, local Minecraft came on over and almost kicked Mario's butt in the movie theaters. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Something I thought I was never gonna live to see, that there's actually a thing out there more popular than even Mario. It's Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, like there's movies, you know what I'm saying? But like with the gaming, bro, like Minecraft is, bro, I'd have thought that would have played out by now.
No.
I'm not surprised at Roblox, because that's a whole entire platform. You got all these people coming out and saying things, and so much of us that like pay attention to gaming, we listen to people talk about it, how Fortnite is a platform.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it about last month, Legal, how Fortnite basically punked PlayStation, how PlayStation was trying to get them to do certain things. It's like, look, you don't have any leverage. You had some leverage, but that leverage left when we became the biggest game on your platform. So let's just work. So let's just work together, and that way everybody looks good at this. You know what I mean? Like, it's to a point now to where these platform holders don't control the platform. And then look at my boy coming here. He don't know you tried to leave, but see, he sound like I sound. I'm breaking up. Okay, well I'm gonna shut up then.
No, it's Game Zeros. Game Zeros, you sound like hell. Fix it.
Nah, Game Heroes is muted.
He just muted himself. Yeah. Oh, you're breaking up again. You're breaking.
No, he is muted. Can y'all hear me?
Oh no, it's you, Legal, that's having the problem. I think.
Legal,
I can
say
hear-
something. Yeah, Legal, it's you. It's your mic. Your camera just froze.
The ponies got him.
Yeah. Jim Ryan came in there and said, "Shut the hell up."
Hey, what's
Sorry,
up,
man.
River?
I shouldn't have brought up Jim Ryan.
God damn, look who's man, it's the
Yeah, what's up,
Pokemon man. Oh, the man with
Games in the building.
For sure.
Man, games, listen, guys. You know, if Years of War E-Day comes out, I told Legal all you gotta do is buy some Pikachu shoes for you to match your Pokemon shirt. Yeah, and I said that's it. Just buy some Pikachu shoes and be happy. You don't need anything else.
Well, I think it's still going to come out this year, but who knows? But
Wait, what? You just said
I think it's still come out this year, but who knows? That would be crazy to come out this year. It's possible. It's possible. So
Realist, keep on saying what you were saying since Legal, kind of left. So
Nah,
that way,
let Game Heroes jump in because I know Legal was trying to end it back when I started 20 minutes ago.
yeah. So
Game
Game Zeros,
Heroes, how do you feel
Oh,
about?
no, what you guys talk about? The showcase tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nah, we're talking about a little bit of everything, man. I mean, I came
Yeah.
in about an hour.
Yeah, that's the one thing we haven't talked about yet. Is like, what one game are we looking forward to
So
seeing
y'all want
at the
to do
show?
some projections?
Yeah,
Before I say something, there's gonna be no PS5. Listen, there's gonna be multi-class like Persona 5 4 remake. It's rumor be there. I think Final Fantasy 7 remake and 16 gonna be there. It have to. I think Square Enix is gonna surprise with Final Fantasy 9. That's huge. I know some Activision games will be multiplex, like the Crash Bandicoots of the world, or I heard they're making a Spyro game. Spyro 4 or whatever. I'm not playing that.
it's that
crap.
Overdrive remaster.
Yeah. No, as far as Overdrive, I don't think that would be there, but that's 4chan, but who knows? But that's a rumor. But yeah, but they're going to be, look, people don't understand this, right? Microsoft owns two biggest publishers in the industry, right? Activision and Bethesda, right? They're not going to make they're never going to put Activision games would never be exclusive for one platform. It would never. So all of these PlayStation fanboys talk about, Microsoft going to put their games on PlayStation tomorrow. Yeah, but that's going to be the Activision games, dude, and some Bethesda games. But games like Fable, or Gears, or EA, or the time exclusives, they're not be day one. I don't see Fable coming to day one on PlayStation. I don't see Forza Horizon 6 or all these games coming to PlayStation day one. Down the road, yes, but not now. Because they're introducing these idiots their games. They literally bought, Forza Horizon 5 for $100? You don't make that shit up. Like, that's crazy. And they're flexing this on Twitter. But dude, you spent $100 for the early access for a 4-year-old game. I never seen that before. All right, I'm not paying $100 for Black Moose Wukong. You can kiss my, you know what? All right, that's what I told put that shit in Game Pass. They lied. So yeah, man, it just look, man. I like these PlayStation guys hate Xbox so much. Our games are trash. They're not good games. They don't make games compared to The Last of Us. But they're looking for the showcase tomorrow and crossing their fingers that PlayStation games, Xbox games come to PlayStation. I mean, you know what I mean, right? So, and they're doing it. They're crossing their fingers, and it's strange, man. You don't make this shit up, man. You know. So end of the day, man, like they're gonna be very disappointing tomorrow. They think the whole slate is coming tomorrow. It's not coming tomorrow. Some Activision games, yeah, but not a whole slate. And yeah, idiot like James and all of them. Let's say Crash Bandicoot come tomorrow, right? That would be multiplayer. Why wouldn't it be multiplayer? That's a multiplayer legacy game.
Bro, the
And
game
Real quick,
barely sold as a multiplayer. So why
real
not
quick,
keep it
we got
multiplayer?
Emmanuel A1 in the building.
Mhm.
Shout out to Emmanuel A1.
Hey, Emmanuel, man. Hey, man. Hey, Emmanuel, man. Look, I do want a Lost Odyssey, but the dude who made the game, he ain't making it, man. The guy made mobile games, dogs. Miss Walker. I've been telling people for years, you ain't gonna see Blue Dragon, you ain't seen Lost Odyssey. The dude who made the damn game, they made mobile games. Right? Microsoft, yeah, they own the IP, don't get me wrong, but they make mobile games. You know, you're not gonna see the Lost Odyssey remake. You're never gonna the guy who what's the name? He made Final Fantasy, right? The guy who made Lost Odyssey. Yeah. So yeah, you're not gonna see that. You're not the Miss Walker is not making any more console games. They make what's the name mobile games, man. And yeah, I'd like to see another Final Fantasy, but Lost Odyssey. And the last game they made was Fantasia Neo Dimension. That was a mobile game, and it got ported to the Switch, PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox last year. And I never played, but I heard it was a good game. They're not making no more big AAA games, dude. I'm sorry, Legal, but I know you have to read that on Super Chat, but it true hurts, man. Yeah.
This is the year we finally get a Lost Odyssey remake. I hope. Yeah, man. No, we gotta tell the truth. We gotta be hopeful, but we gotta tell the truth about things.
You'll be hopeful, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm sorry, Legal.
We're here having fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Legal. I'm sorry to crush the man's heart, man. Yeah, they ain't not doing it, but
I've been muted this whole time. I said, watch tomorrow that we get a Lost Odyssey remake. I'll be right here picking on game. Be like, Games, you were wrong. But Games, I gotta tell you something. Stop listening to those guys out there on Twitter. Stop waiting.
I ain't listening to that. I got receipts. No, I ain't listening to that. I got receipts.
Bobby.
No, I got receipts.
I don't care about the damn guys out there.
I know, but I got receipts.
No, that's why you get banned out of there. But keep going. When you get banned, I'll tell you.
No, I won't put them on YouTube channel. PlayStation fanboys are disappointed of the Xbox showcase. That would be, yeah.
Damn game ship. He's gonna go down with this ship.
Yeah, I got receipts. MBG talking about
it's going to be another PlayStation show.
But here's the thing, though, kids. Let me tell you something. Look, never say never, because listen, if they go ahead and put everything out there tomorrow, you know what? Hey, listen again. Never say never. I know you. Listen, never say never. Generation. We can never say now. Say no, that ain't gonna happen because look, what we've been saying for the last 10 years is happening, right? It's happening. We were saying, no, it's not going to go anywhere. Now it's going everywhere. We're right now in a never say never generation. If those games do go third party tomorrow, guess what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to boogie.
That's
No. Listen, there's
I'm going to be happy because you know why? Because shit, it's going to bring in more money to make us more games.
Guess what? The only thing I care about, games.
Game
Pass. The only thing I care about.
That
damn E-Day better not be that now saying it's coming out this year. That's all I care about.
I already told Games that if it does come out this year, you're gonna buy some Pikachu shoes to match his Pokemon shirt. He said, "Yeah, I'll take it." He said it right here live. He said it live. He said, "He'll take it." Yeah,
that would be crazy. They should do come out. Hey, look, man, I don't know. It hurts.
I already found the perfect pair on Amazon right now. I'm about to post it out there.
But legal. There's gonna be Xbox games tomorrow. Will be on PlayStation, but they're gonna be Activision games.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah,
That's
obviously,
right.
if they made a new Spyro game, why wouldn't it be on PlayStation?
That's right.
If they announced Wolfenstein, why
If there's
wouldn't
a
it be on?
new Crash Bandicoot,
Why?
why wouldn't it not be on PlayStation?
If they announced a new Wolfenstein game, why wouldn't it be on PlayStation?
Okay, Game Show, I got a question for you. All those games that you just mentioned, right?
The contract, they've been developed for years.
No, watch this, game. I got a question for you. All those games that you mentioned, right? Have they not been on PlayStation before?
Yes.
Okay, then. So would it be anything new?
No.
There you go.
Yeah. There's a dumb man. There's a dumb guy on Twitter named James, right? He said, "Man, Halo, Fallout, and something called Gears will be on PlayStation, right? Now, Gears is on PlayStation, the first one. But I told him, you know, Fallout was always on PlayStation, right? So why wouldn't it be on PlayStation?
Facts.
Of course, you're not going to announce Fallout. Fallout, that's years away. Shit, I'll be 60 years old that shit comes out. Because they got to finish Elder Scrolls, whatever they call Elder Scrolls, the new one.
Hey, Gaines, what shoe size are you?
Huh?
What shoe size are you?
Hey, come on, man. Ain't buying no Pokemon shoes.
I got them right here. They're Pikachu Pumas, man. That's the one Leo's gonna get you for 120, man.
Cause look, there's a rumor that Spyro 4 coming out tomorrow. But you're not playing that crap. Look, man.
Send that to PlayStation.
PlayStation and Switch too, wherever that shit.
Right. Put it on Switch. Yeah, put it on Switch.
Put everything everywhere. Bring in the money. I don't give a shit. I just want money for us to get more games for us to play in Game Pass. Fuck it. Let's go. We're done.
Tony Hawk probably be there.
We don't need to argue anymore with James, not even all these guys, because at the end of the day, though,
those dudes ain't even playing these games, man.
Them. They're not even playing games. You called them one day out there on Twitter. You got the receipt.
No, I'm gonna ask the question. Hey, I'm gonna ask a question before we end the show. What big game do you gonna announce at the end of the showcase?
Is it gonna be personal for me? Is it gonna be a personal for us, right?
Halo.
Halo. Spartan said it's Halo. What do you think, Resident?
Halo.
That's a good one.
Horizon 6.
Okay, what do you think, Realist?
A game they gonna show off tomorrow?
The last big game.
The end of the show.
Yeah, what do you think?
One more thing.
The end of the show is gonna be that.
Hold on, I can't hear him.
But okay, all right, keep going.
What did you say, Realist?
Perfect Dark with a release date.
Okay. What do you think, Lou?
Man, I want State of Decay 3, man.
That's mine.
Yeah, they might show that tomorrow. Yeah.
The games. What you think?
You think that's a one big thing? You know,
I just want to see it.
Oh,
I want to see it. Games. What do you want? What do you think?
I know we want.
You know what I think? Ready?
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay. All y'all games.
I think that's kind of early though.
It's kind of early, but they're gonna renounce it.
Emmanuel said Gears Tactics 2. Now let me tell you something.
Oh, Emmanuel.
Hold on.
Yes, that would be fun.
They don't understand. They don't understand, bro.
How good that game was, man.
Yeah, they don't listen. They don't understand.
Yo,
but I played that game, right?
Yes.
That was the richest Gears of War game I ever played in my life.
And it's technical. It's like an XCOM.
It was a
game.
tactical, right?
Yes,
but there was things in that game that I learned that I didn't even know myself.
Yeah, yeah,
awesome. So Gears Tactics 2, I love that. Man. I wouldn't even mind that. I wouldn't even mind that.
I'm buying that.
Because that's the story. Because that's the story of game. So if they're gonna keep going with it, that'll be dope, man. So we can figure out his story, you know.
Listen, it ain't happened, but I really definitely want Gears Tactics 2.
Yeah,
that is a great game. That was
great game, bro.
Was it better than XCOM? Hell no, but it's still a great game, dude.
Yeah.
No, okay, legal. So the developers who made Gears Tactics, right? They own by Splash Damage. So long story short, they own by Tencent, right?
Right.
So so they made that Transformer game got canceled. I'm pissed off right now. So,
Right.
so the people who make XCOM should make Gear Tactics 2 because the people who make XCOM also made a game called Midnight Marvel's Ride, what that crap called. For next games. They made XCOM and they made what's the name? The Midnight Sun, you know what I'm talking about, the Marvel.
Right, yeah, the Midnight Sun, yeah.
Yeah. And now, of course, 2K owned them, but so Microsoft need to go to 2K. Listen, man, let's
make a partnership deal.
Yeah, let's make one of your studios. Yeah.
Okay.
So remember Halo, what's the name? What's the game called? Halo Wars?
Yeah, you're right.
Made by a Sega team who made the Total War games. Yeah. They didn't do that, man. Like, go all out, man. Or they make XCOM meets Gears. That would be awesome, man. But they ain't gonna happen, man. You know why? You know why they're not gonna do that? Because there's a lot of clowns out there. Back in the days, I was hyping up Gear Tactics. They would make fun of me on Twitter. Talking about it's not a good game. Get the man, look, man. And you wonder why Microsoft started taking risks in this industry, right? But what I know. But we need another Halo Wars. Nobody wants that because you guys didn't play the second one. So, no, you mad you have tasting games, man. Yeah, man. I would definitely want Gear Tactics too, man. Look, man, the first one was pretty good, man.
Well, look, man, you realist, y'all made my evening, man.
Y'all
made my evening, man. I tell you what, games. End the show, damn it.
No, the end of the show. I said Syndicate 2 might be there. You hear me? Syndicate 2 might be there. They teasing the trailer. Hey, I don't care what people say. Look, I'll say this again. I love Perfect Dark, right?
Direct gaming has been taken over by game shows.
No. But listen to this. I like Perfect Dark, right?
They're gonna bring out Spider-Man.
but legal and everybody, we need a multiplayer. Do you agree?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh man, I mean we got plenty of multiplayer.
Is gonna be there.
I know, but nobody play no Perfect Dark for the single player.
Oh, look, okay, I got you. Perfect Dark needs a multiplayer. James Bond needs the multiplayer.
Oh no, man! If there's no multiplayer in James Bond, I ain't playing it.
Damn. Yeah. Dang.
What happens what happens if it got Pikachu in it? Will you play it?
I don't play Pokemon.
Yeah, you do.
You see, he had to think about that. He had to think about that.
Yeah, to think about that. Yeah.
I was drinking water. No, but legal. If James Bond don't have a multiplayer, I ain't playing it.
Wow.
Yes, you are. Shut the hell up.
Man, you gonna play that damn game.
Who the hell played James Bond for the single player?
I do. What?
Man,
I was playing GoldenEye right now. One of the best.
You played GoldenEye for the single player?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
To get the cheats and everything, it was so fun. I played it back in the day when I was young to get all the cool cheats, and then of course,
crazy. We play for the multiplayer.
Yeah, but people came home to your house to get them and said, "You don't have this cheat? Oh man, you're missing out." And then we went back to single player to get that damn cheat. We almost spent all night to get one cheat the other one night.
Look, let me tell you something about Lou games.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have multiplayer.
Lou went back to Doom Eternal and started playing that shit. So don't pay Lou any attention, okay? Lou, you'll find Lou's anywhere in these streets. It's just
crazy.
What do you mean I went back? No, listen, I had to put the intro of the game because I was missing my intro, man. My Doom intro, that cool heavy metal lyric, pumping it in to get that adrenaline blood. I said, let me.
He had to get that part. He had to get that heart pumping, man.
I had to get the heart pumping, man. I downloaded both those games and saw the part 1 intro and then saw the part 2 intro. Got my heart pumping. I love it.
Hey, Game Serial, sign us out of here, man. Get us out of here.
Let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, all right, guys.
I've been 6-hour podcast today.
Tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I got some receipts.
That was still fun.
Watch, and then I get the receipts on. I'll be laughing at games tomorrow.
Hey, I see the Xbox fan. I see the PlayStation opponent. Aspire for the multiplayer. Yeah,
y'all hear this, chat?
All the games were multiplayer.
Just remember, chat, we're going third party.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Legal. This is what they're gonna do, right? Spiral for PlayStation, right?
Right.
Xbox is third party. But Spyro was really a big boy.
Boy, shut up, Rick.
Boy,
James,
yeah,
all I want to tell
boy.
everybody, get your popcorn, grab y'all seats, get your comedy files going, because after tomorrow, Xbox about to get all those independent gamers. Independent gamers, come on
Yo, they
home,
gotta
baby.
cross their fingers like Gears E Days on PlayStation. I mean,
Independent gamers, come on home, baby.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta cross their fingers like Gears. Yo, you know what? They gotta cross their fingers that Starfield finally announced for PlayStation.
There you go. Come on home, independent gamers.
I hope so, because that's gonna be the funniest month of my life when that game goes to PlayStation.
I don't care if Starfield comes to PlayStation, but guess what?
Boy, does that rooster crow?
I got receipts. It's the same clowns talk about that game is garbage for the past 2.5 years. If Starfield ever comes to PlayStation, the top #1 in charts on the PlayStation show of 3-4 million, Twitter's not a real place, dogs. That's basically what it is.
Oh man! All right.
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for coming out. See y'all tomorrow. We had lots of fun. Hey man, keep it gaming. We here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us gaming. We're here to put the streets back to gaming and gaming back to the streets. I go by the name of the new legal. This is Di-RRec Gaming. See y'all next time. Lou, I'll see you soon, my friend.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go do this.
Let's go do this.
Peace.
Peace.